live. We're here. We're back.
Hey. We're doing it live.
We're doing it live. Oh my god, this light's bright. Oh, there we go. That's a little better. A little. I'll tweak it. But yeah, we're back. Another week. Flannel has somehow managed to put up with us this long, so he decided to come back.
He needed a break from this last week.
Yeah.
It was only like 40% my choice.
Yeah, pretty much. So, in case you're wondering about Flannel, he is the creator of this beautiful book. I don't have it on hand right now, but I have.
Oh my god, you're literally the worst.
I know I'm the worst. I realized it as soon as we went live. I'll post it in here. It's called Lost Artifacts of Greyghast. Flannel, I'll let you do the overview. You're much better at explaining this than I am.
Lost Artifacts of Greyghast. It was our first Kickstarter at ManySidedDice last year, and it's on DriveThruRPG and fine bookstores everywhere. It is I think to date the largest Magic item compendium put out for 5th edition fantasy roleplaying, and it contains hundreds of unique items, all of which are game safe and full of fluff and story. One need not worry about dropping them into any game.
Awesome. Yeah, and they have a really cool attunement system that you guys came up with as well.
Yeah, we have some variant rules in there to actually make one of the arguably weak parts of 5th Ed, identification, to make that actually sort of fun and interesting.
I think that's my favorite part, is the attunement rules. Let's see. All right. Advance. I'm trying to turn down my brightness while you're talking.
You guys get set up. I'm going to get beer because I forgot.
Okay, cool.
How could you forget the most important part?
I know. Alright, cool. Vlad, do you just want to give a recap of last time for anyone who may have missed it, since it's been a couple weeks?
It has been a couple weeks. So, 12 Days in Greyghast, and specifically this particular adventure that the party is on, they are playing constables in a fantasy city. They are cops. They're the guards this time. And they just started their adventure yesterday in-game. Woke up and were informed of a series of murders they had to go investigate. Thus far, we've finished the first of potentially 3 days in-game, and we're getting ready to have everybody start day 2 now that they've scouted some things outside the city walls and talked to some shady characters and dealt with a brash and unforgivingly arrogant nobleman.
Nice. Oh, is that Dunkirk walking back? I just heard
It is.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. We're ready when you are, Flannel. Let her rip.
Okay. So first off, how we like to try to start the session off is to put everyone on their toes to have to answer a couple of questions about what the hell's been going on.
Yep.
I'm ready.
Answering the question correctly when you get your question put to you, answering correctly in a timely manner and not stalling, will earn you a chance to throw 1d4, and on a 4, you get 25 XP.
Oh.
So who wants to go first for quiz time?
I'll go first.
All right. First time, quiz time. Usually these get harder as you go, rewarding those that are a little more on the spot, willing to answer them early. So the nobleman that y'all are having to deal with in this game, what's his name?
Shit. Hang on 1 second.
There's steal rules, right? You can steal it?
There are steals. He clearly. There you go. I was about to say he clearly does not know, so someone may steal. And you did answer. It is Count Ingolstadt. All right,
Can I get second?
You get the 25. Who's going next?
I want to go. I want to go.
Okay.
All right, Sean's going to go. There were 2 locations that he indicated that these attacks and violences happened at.
Oh shit!
What is one of them?
One of them is West Side.
Okay, that's not an answer. That's a coin. That's not an answer. That's a coin toss. So, does somebody want to steal that?
I think I'll name one of them.
I'm only asking for one.
Yeah, go for it.
Then yes. Gibble and Gibble Counting House.
It is, in fact, Gimble Counting House. I would have also did counting house. So you get 25 XP. You get Sean's XP basically. Well, you'll get a chance to throw a D4 for the next.
I rolled
Let's
mine.
hold on.
I got a 2. So.
Yeah, so you didn't get. Rather roll, see if you get a 4, and thus get some cash. There you go. You did.
God damn it.
That's okay. Moving on. Next one. Who's next?
I'll go.
All right. This is your proper question. Proper question. What is Putty's flaw?
I don't fucking remember. I don't know.
Drunk.
He is a drunk.
He's a drunk.
I
That
don't
was
think
an
Putty
easy
can
one.
steal that one.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can't steal it. I'm sure.
No, I do. You can though.
Oh, there you go.
Nice. Does that mean I get to roll?
Yeah.
Because
I feel cheated. I was told to have the easiest question. I think mine was the hardest.
I think mine was pretty hard.
We spent literally the entire last session looking for Count Eagle stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe you guys did. I spent the entire last session trying to fight people.
And I'll take the last one.
All right. Last one is, what is the other location?
Oh, the other attack?
Yeah.
It's in Wetside, right? No, Wetside was the counting house. The other one was in Greyghast, I believe. Oh, what was it called?
Anybody want to try to steal that?
Go ahead and steal it, guys.
I have port, wet side. I don't know. I don't have the proper place written down.
It was in the stocks. The stacks.
Unfortunately, close, but not close enough. So, the counting house was in the village of Greyghast outside the city. That's where you guys went.
Yes.
Yep.
The other place was a warehouse, a shipping house, in Wetside.
On the port. That's why I had wet side written down.
You got close. You were very, very close. All right. So, no one cashes in that time.
I feel like he's really disappointed in us.
I am too.
I am too.
I'm also really disappointed in you, Jake.
We ready to
I
start
didn't
up?
do it.
Yeah, we're ready. Let's go.
All
Let it go.
So the morning is chilly, and winter is overdue in Greyghast. The long summer's given way to a frigid winter, of course. In the western, which is where you are now, it's been day after day of exhausting work, and you are all sleeping. The grand bell chimes on the Ballarat, one of the largest administrative buildings in the city and home to the courts. 5 bells. Roll call ends at 6, and it's time to start the day. So, I'm going to go ahead and start with Dunkirk.
Yes.
Staying at the Eastern District Barracks of the Grey Guard. You're in your bunk. The wall partition's there. The bell chimes off. You get up seamlessly because it's close enough to be heard. No issue there. However, you're going to roll me a Constitution save.
Okie dokie.
As it seems to be the case that nobody has replaced any of the firewood. It was DC 10, so you're fine. No one's replaced any of the firewood that was already, missing from the night before. It's cold. It's cold and too cold yet again. You shrug it off, but you see people waking up and feeling uncomfortable. I want you to make me an intelligence check. The DC is 20.
Oh, you got it.
Sorry, my flow's slow. Here we go. It's not my strong suit.
Not strong suit. Something's off about the morning, but you just can't quite put your finger on it. All right, moving on. I want Tig and Mo, Putty, to all roll me a wisdom save. The DC is 15.
Okay.
A tavern blocks away from the barracks, frequented by wealthier constables. All 3 of them are at Gin the Air.
Oh.
Shit.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Wow,
Natural one. 3.
that is super bad.
That's all we have is a 9.
We're not a very wise party.
Okay. All of you stay sleeping.
He was confident we would pass that. It was
Pass
so easy.
right out. Dunkirk. up you go.
All right.
What do you do?
I'm going to get my gear together, get ready for the day, and I know that Tig stayed in the barracks as well, so I'm going to head to his quarters or wherever he is.
So you go over to where he's supposed to be, right? The bunk right next to where you were. And he's not there. Instead, there is another constable there.
Is he awake?
Yeah, he's getting up right now. He heard the bell too.
I ask him, I say, have you seen Tig?
His name's Ben Carlo. If that ever comes up in a quiz time.
Ben Carlo, okay.
Ben Carlo.
I asked Ben Carlo.
And he says, I haven't seen your guy. Why would I see your guy?
Because you're sleeping in his bunk?
No, this is. I got this bunk last night. This is my bunk.
Who issued you this bunk?
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Where does this guy rank in relation to Dunkirk?
He's a constable. I mean, technically, you're not in charge of anybody else.
Okay.
You're first amongst equals. Essentially, if it were down to him and you standing in front of like an inspector or something, they'd be inclined to take your word over his. But that's about as much as you get.
Okay. All right. I just I move on. I'm gonna head over to the inn where the other two were supposed to be.
You rush over, hustling a little bit to get there. You arrive there. Between donning your outfit and grabbing your stuff and heading on over there, it's taken you all of maybe 20 minutes. And so there you are, walking in the door of Gin the Air tonight. Breakfast is getting started. They're stewing up some kind of porridge on the fire.
Is the innkeep, is he familiar with us, with our patrol? Since we spend, I guess, quite.
Oh yeah, you saw the same guy yesterday.
Okay. Yeah, I asked him if he's seen my two companions.
He says, all three of them upstairs. We got some rooms renovated at the end of the hall if you need to go check on them.
Appreciate it. And I go up there and I go to wake him up.
You go back to the renovated
I take a
rooms,
bucket of cold water with me.
scoop up a bucket of... and you walk back there, and they are in some of the rooms that are undergoing renovation. Sleeping soundly. You can hear Mo through the wall.
Yeah, I open the door and are they sleeping close enough together where I can get them both with one bucket, or do I?
They're in separate rooms. You burst into one door and there's Mo sleeping loudly.
All right, I throw the bucket on Mo.
Mo's drenched in cold water and wakes up with a jarring start.
What? I'm here.
Get your shit together, or we're going to be late.
Sniff the air. It smells like breakfast.
We don't have time for breakfast. You better have something already prepared.
Dunkirk. There's always time for breakfast.
Get your stuff together, and I'm gonna go wake up Tig.
Okay. I
You
just
to the next room.
grab my stuff, put it over my shoulder, and go down to get some breakfast before we have to head out.
Putty. I'm gonna wake up Putty.
Going to the next room, there's Putty. He's already waking up. The noise was probably enough to rouse him.
Yep.
I start throwing my stuff on.
And then moving on to the third room, there's Tig sleeping.
Tig, weren't you with me in the barracks last night?
I have no idea.
Oh wait, I guess I gotta wake you up first. I slapped him across the face.
I jump out of bed with a clenched fist and attempt to push Dunkirk up against the wall, ready to punch him. Just like, boom. But then I realize who he is, and I say,
Tig, you need to roll an intelligence check
"Okay,"
Oh,
to see if I realize who he is.
to see if you realize who he is. No, but that'd be sad.
Boom.
No idea.
I have no idea how I got here. Is what you're
No
saying.
idea how you got here.
Okay.
I just look at around. I let go of Dunkirk. I'm like, sorry. I could have swore I went to the barracks last night.
Get your shit together, and we gotta get the sixth spell.
I girdle my loins.
All
Ready
right,
to rock and roll.
they get assembled. You guys got about maybe 20 minutes, just enough time to hustle back over.
Constables,
And not enough time for
assemble!
breakfast. Not enough time for breakfast.
What? Did I not have enough time to start ordering breakfast?
Oh God, no.
Oh, man.
So as you all hustle it down the street to get back to the barracks, You arrive. It's a great gravelly space out in front of the buildings. Clearly hung over, a young human constable reads off names of the senior constables on duty, painstakingly checking their arms as she does so. Other patrols, about 7 of them, are grouped up in various states of attention. As everyone stands around, some listless, some more attentive. One in particular looks over at you, a pushy hobgoblin that appears to be sneering at you all. He tells a joke to the people he's cloistered up with, and everybody chuckles, almost in a forced manner.
Are we behind him?
That
It is.
Can I do a sleight of hand with my 10-foot pole to try and like tap him on the back of his head?
I would say probably not.
Sleight of hand with my 10-foot pole.
I lean over and tell Putty, I wouldn't touch that with the 10-foot pole.
Eventually, she stops over at you all, calls out Senior Constable Dunkirk.
Yeah, reporting its orders.
Is everybody assembled here? Do we have everybody? She looks all you over.
I'm
Yeah,
assembled,
everybody.
but I'm clearly holding my armor and bag beside me. Like I didn't.
Yeah,
have time to
she
put my
kind
armor
of
on.
she kind of picks over and looks at all of you. Tig given what Tig wears, he had enough time to get dressed and straightened away. Hide's not that difficult. Rest of you look a little bit shoddy, except Dunkirk, and she kind of frowns, makes a check mark on a tablet she's got in front of her.
Check mark. That's good.
Leans into Dunkirk and says, Senior Inspector Laz wanted to see you this morning, and I don't know why. So when we're done here, you need to go over there.
Yes, ma'am.
Nice. He's got what? He got 2 days left to retirement.
So as you guys finish up, does anybody do anything?
I'm gonna put my armor on.
You start suiting up in the middle of the yard.
Yep. Trying to squeeze in to my armor that somehow it's shrunk over the years. It's not quite as roomy as it was before.
The mystery.
All right.
Can I bump into the other Tig as I walk to Laszlo's office?
You're welcome to.
Like
Yep.
shoulder bump him? You know?
You give him a shoulder bump.
Yeah, just check him.
He takes it. He points a finger. He wags a finger at you and says, "You watch it, little man."
I look back at him and laugh and say, "Little?" I just keep walking.
You guys proceed to Senior Inspector's office.
Yes.
I want to start a fight. I want to start a
No,
fight, guys.
no, we're going to the
I want
office.
to start a fight.
I'm going to smack you across the face.
You guys
The
don't
door
need to wait
itself
on
is-
me. I can suit up while we walk.
The door is not locked. Who goes inside?
I do.
I do.
You go inside. The commander's office is austere and worn. The soft wooden boards creak under your feet, and the door proves a little difficult to shut afterward, so it lays askew in the door jamb. Senior Inspector Laz looks up from his steel mug of warm to mulled wine and puts away a set of reading glasses, almost as though embarrassed to be having them out. He looks up. Says, Senior Constable Dunkirk. All
Sir.
your people accounted for them today?
Yes, sir.
That's good. That's pretty good. Well, I got a little something that's out of the ordinary. I don't know how I feel about it, but when you're in a position like mine, you can't afford to rock any boats.
I step up and go, "Don't worry, sir. We are out of the ordinary." And then step back.
He picks up an opened envelope with a letter inside on his desk. He says, "I got a letter earlier this morning. I know this is damn peculiar, but there's somebody very important sits on the high table, and he's requested I send a patrol over to help him investigate something. So you're gonna have to go over and do that. Normally I wouldn't put you up to it. There's something real peculiar about having to do that. But I'm only a few days from retirement. I'm not gonna ruin my chances at the boat. Me and Maria going on that trip we always wanted to do."
I let him know and say, "Sir, we haven't finished our assignment from yesterday."
Who assigned you something yesterday? I'm sure this takes precedent.
You did, sir.
He looks at you curiously. He says, I don't recall assigning you to anything yesterday. This is priority, though.
What?
We spoke with Count Ingolstadt yesterday, sir. You sent us there.
He puts the letter down, folds it up a little bit, sets it aside, pushes it off to the side. He says, how would you know about Ingolstadt? I didn't mention Ingolstadt.
I'm so taken aback that I got a nosebleed. IRL.
I say, sir, surely you remember us standing in your office here yesterday.
Listen, I'm not much for these kind of jokes. I don't put up with that tomfoolery. I'm too old for that. I'm going to tell you this much. This is the priority today. Now, you can back talk much as you want. Doesn't change a thing.
Understood, sir. My apologies.
I'm going to need you to go see Count Ingolstadt over in Hightown. I'm going to suggest you probably stop off and talk to Senior Inspector Twin on the way. If you're going to be over on her side of the city, it'd be nice if she knew about it.
Yeah, I'm sure she'd be very grateful. That's a good suggestion, sir.
All right. Last little bit I wanted to cover this business a few weeks ago with the temple and the violence.
We addressed that yesterday, sir.
I don't know what this is supposed to mean, what kind of thing y'all trying to pull on me, but this is no farce. You gotta keep that in check, Tig. You gotta keep it in check. I hear you doing anything like that again, I'll drive you right out of this service.
At least in the next 2 days.
It's in check, sir.
But
We talked about this yesterday privately.
I don't want to hear anything more about that.
No. Yes.
You got a job to do today? I don't care about yesterday. If I want to know about yesterday, I'll tell you about yesterday, and then you can tell it back to me.
I raised one finger.
He looks over, looks right at Dunkirk and says, you're starting to piss me off now, Senior Constable. I suggest you get on with your duty. You'll get the hell out of my office.
That's a good suggestion, sir. We'll be on our way. And I shepherd my party out of the office.
Am I in there with them?
Yeah,
You didn't say you were, so I assume you weren't.
Okay, yeah, I wasn't.
Inspector Twin, Inspector Schwips comes at the door, the constable that was doing the check-in, sees you all as you're departing, and says, okay, are you all finished in there? I have some things I got to take care of.
Yes, ma'am. We're finished.
All right, on with it. We have, I think you're maybe 1 or 2 patrols or only one still here, so get on with the more.
Am I keen on what's happening enough to see if Putty can maybe listen in until their next conversation?
I'm not sure I understand how to answer that question.
Like, see if Putty can. I'm going to ask Putty to put his ear against the door.
You certainly give that a go.
Yeah. Hey, Pud. The lieutenant.
Wait,
captain.
let me guess. You want me to put my ear up against that door?
I do.
I have really good perception.
They were just. He was a little off today. You weren't in there, but didn't really seem to remember much of anything.
Okay.
At all.
Hey, he did mention that he has 2 days until he retires, which is the same thing he said yesterday.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna need you to roll me some stealth, Putty, if you don't want to be noticed.
Sure.
Oh yeah. You creep up to the door. You're able to hear everything. It sits askew in the door jamb. It doesn't shut easily. So you can clearly make out what they're talking about.
Okay.
And so he's going to do that. What is anyone else doing?
I'm wanting to get on the road so we can figure out what the hell is going on.
I'm going with Dunkirk.
I'm going to set with
Actually,
Putty so I can cover his ass in case he gets caught.
So do the barracks have any, like, at least... Well, no, they would have terrible food. I start, like, making myself a little impromptu breakfast since my sugar's really low
actually,
and I need to get it back up.
I suggest that the two stay behind to listen, meet us at the inn in half an hour. And I'm going to take Mo back to get some food.
Yeah, Tig and Putty are always a safe bet to keep together.
I'll stick with Putty.
Hey,
and
Flannel,
we'll see
while
what
I'm here,
shenanigans we can get into today.
since I'm stealth, can I stealthily like take my book or my backpack off so that if they do come out and I get caught somehow, I can play it off like I dropped my bag and I'm cleaning up my junk or something.
That's fine.
Yeah.
You've got a whisper in the Roll20 chat
Okay.
explaining what you heard. So the three of you are standing around at a fair distance, letting Putty do his snooping and sneaking. At which point, Tig Balchak, senior constable, comes sauntering by and says, "Looks like you guys are getting a late start today. Also, looks like you don't know how to get squared away. Do you, big man?" Looks over at Mo.
I just look embarrassed and proceed to shyly eat my breakfast I made for myself.
I just
They're
I look at
always
him and
picking on me. I don't know why.
I look at him and say, "Is there something I can do for you, Constable?"
I don't know, maybe show you how to do your jobs. How about that? We could show you that. And then one guy behind him laughs. Yeah, you could show him that, Tig. You could show him.
Tig, I don't think that concerns you, does it?
I kind of pipe up and say, Dunkirk knows how to do his job. If he didn't, they'd fire him. Ha!
Well, we'll leave you ladies to it then. He turns and
Thank you.
everybody walks. They sort of walk around y'all dismissively. One of them gives Mo a shoulder, and they kind of make their way away.
I like how they always pick on you guys when I'm not around.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably better that way.
It's easier. All right. So, Putty, are you done?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab my stuff and kind of hurry down the stairs out to Tig.
Can I, as we're going down the stairs, Vic, so, did the conversation seem weird? Off? What were they talking about?
Say, I overheard him talking about it. Laz said that Ingolstadt's letter's given him a bad feeling, and he doesn't think this is normal, and he doesn't understand why we were specifically mentioned in this letter.
Did he seem confused at all?
He
Not a bit.
no.
No. Oh, okay. All right. Let's get me up with Dunkirk.
Okay. Please tell me we don't pass the other Tig on our way there.
All right. So you guys are assembled again. What are you doing?
I tell everybody to make sure they get a bite, and something weird is going on here. Did you guys notice how weird the senior inspector was acting like he didn't remember yesterday at all?
Yeah, I did notice that, considering he yelled at me twice in a row, 2 days in a row.
I look at Mo and say, Mo, what was yesterday's date?
Yesterday's date was. I
You're
can't
asking-
even get up
yeah.
for roll call. Do you think I remember the
No.
date?
Mo is welcome to roll a wisdom save
Okay. Well, I know
to
that
see how
I made some
how
bread
closely he pays attention.
on the 11th. Can I get advantage by using how stale the bread is as a reference?
I will accept that.
Yes.
That's a good use of your background.
All right.
That's nice.
That's a bullshit use of inspection.
So intelligence. Boop. Roll it at advantage. Boop. I did a save, not a check, but it's the same for me. It's the 6th day of Festral. Man, we need to get you a personal planner, Dunkirk.
Let's say 6th day of Festral, and I look over to the innkeep. I say, "What's the date today?"
6th day of Festral. Should be.
You're positive?
Well, I mean, that's when the pigs show up.
Have the pigs shown up?
I think
No,
it's here.
I'm sure they're on their way. I mean, it's not until later on midday. He's got a lot of stops to make.
They didn't show up yesterday?
No, why would they show up yesterday?
Just wondering.
Time travel. Doc, we gotta get back to the future.
I have one weird idea, sir, if you are willing to listen to it.
The world's full of weird ideas. Tig, what's going on?
The town square where we ran into some people horsing around is just up the corner. Maybe we should go see what's going on up there.
I'm almost afraid to do that, but I guess that would be a good way to figure out what's going on.
I just have a curiosity that's itching that I want to scratch.
Yeah, I think I see what you're scratching. Let's go.
So you guys make your way over to Guilt, specifically looking for that one particular bizarre square. Okay, one moment.
If I get kicked in the face again, I'm gonna piss, Tig.
Let me update you. There we go.
Is this Groundhog Day,
No.
the adventure?
Guys, I don't see any horses.
Uh-oh. Well, that's good.
Okay, as you guys are making your way over there, eerie things take Pud's notice. It's nothing specific. It's the same sausage vendor. It's little things like turning a corner and hearing the same bird make the same sound. And I will grant a survival check from Pud. Would be the only one that would be noticing most of this stuff.
If I sample the same sausage from the sausage cart, would I be able to tell if the sausage has changed from one day
You would
to
not.
another? Okay.
You're an
You're
idiot.
playing that shit up, aren't you?
I have one skill.
Give him an inch, takes a mile.
You all hear screaming from a good solid block away.
Is there anything throwable that I can grab?
I mean, there's detritus in the road and the like.
Like a block of wood? Something very
Oh
tough?
yeah. Oh yeah, easily.
Okay.
Like a cobblestone.
I want to grab the largest but most easily tossable block of wood, like that mid-range block of
Well,
wood.
hold on. We're gonna get there. So, you hear screams coming from a block or so away, and it's a bit muffled. The time you guys took to stop to grab food put you a little bit behind where you were yesterday by maybe 30 seconds. So we're gonna enter combat rounds.
Okay.
I can't even ready an action knowing what's coming.
You've got your block of wood.
Yeah.
Use your wood in battle. Make sure you.
I'm gonna get a
Alright,
question.
So starting from the top, we start with Tig's go.
Okay.
And the screams
And I'm
were
where I'm at here.
from up north.
Okay, I guess I'm just gonna have to use my full movement to go
That's
here.
30. And dashing for another 30.
Yeah.
Hauling it.
Was that right here, I think?
Yep.
Okay.
Just hauling. Next we go to Putty's go.
Let's see here. With my rope, am I able to, or do I see anything that I can scale this side of the building to get up onto the roof?
It would take you a couple of turns to get up that roof.
Okay. What about in this cut out thing here? Sorry, like between
Rough.
the.
Okay.
This goes to a doorway. This would take you a turn to get up on there.
Okay.
Well, I say a turn. Let me rephrase that. It would take you. It would take a move action to get up there.
Move action to get up here. And then would that be able to get me up onto the other one a little easier?
All the
then?
roofs are fairly overlapped, so it would be
Okay.
easy enough to run around the rooftops at that point.
Okay. I'm gonna go for that.
So your one movement takes you 30.
Yeah, and then the
And
other
then-
one.
Dash for another 10 or so.
Yeah.
So you'll have to wait for your next turn to climb up on it.
Sure.
Moving on, it is Mo's go.
All right, I'm going to book it. Wait, put me back. This guy goes up there, right? Or was I up there?
No.
Okay. Just making sure. I'm going to also dash, thinking, have I put 2 and 2 together? That,
If you have, then you have.
okay. It feels like the same day. Maybe I can save the horses and stop this needless slaughter.
You better do it before I get there.
All right, and then Dunkirk's go.
Yep, I'm gonna follow my buddies, and
As you get to racing on. There is the great wailing and whinnying of murder in the streets. Abject murder.
the wailing of murder.
The wailing of murder. Let me go ahead and make sure I've got my... There we go. This horse right here, in the lane, tearing itself free of the carriage it was attached to, proceeds to attack this common folk running away and screaming. It delivers a brutal kick and kills him outright. You hear the sickening punch of the skull against the side. And then he races inward, galloping and trampling over people, screaming the entire way. In a whinny-esque guttural sort of groan that free are dead but never slaves. You hear, you don't really see it because it's too far away, you hear similar chaos and violence happening somewhere up in the square.
Okay.
And I'm done. Tiggs go.
All right. I'm gonna move to here. I'm guessing I still can't see Equestrius even if he's there.
Can't quite see him. And maybe he's not there.
I'm going to
Choices.
I'm gonna rage and throw my block of wood at this horse.
Shucking a block of wood. Now that's an improvised weapon.
Yes.
You have Tavern Brawler?
No, not yet because I don't think I'm high enough level.
So you are able to hit him. I'll give you that.
Okay.
So give it a ranged attack.
What is a range? Is it just a dex?
D20 plus your dex modifier,
Okay.
not your proficiency modifier, because you're not proficient in improvised weapons.
Nope.
Yep.
A total of 9. That is not enough.
Okay.
As the block of wood goes a little bit high and glances off of his back, he turns and looks over, sideways at you because it's a horse and they kind of see out the sides of their head because they're prey animals. So it doesn't really look at you with its face. It just sort of like puts a side face to you and a wild eye in your direction. You're done. Next.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to scale this area.
All right. It's just 30 movement and you're up.
Okay.
Difficulty super low to climb.
And then can I roll for stealth so I can try to?
You may stealth. That will take your action.
Okay, that's fine.
So roll on some stealth. Set me a DC. Your objective here is to get over the passive perception of everything else or anything else. 18 has a pretty good shot.
Okay.
Keep in mind that the average commoner has a modifier of 0.
Okay.
So their passive perception would be 10.
Nice.
All right, so you're done. Next up.
All right. Hi. I'm just getting in. I'm getting up there. I gotta stop the violence. I'm gonna jump up there. And I want to use I can't use bonus action to talk to them, can I?
I mean, you can talk at them. It doesn't cost you an action to say words. If you want to convince them of anything, that would take an action.
Well, I'm gonna talk to them. I'll say, "Stop, majestic beast!" Ah, crap. I'm gonna go here, I guess, and I'll yell out, "Stop, majestic beasts!" We don't need this violence.
All right, give me a persuasion disadvantaged.
That's fine.
Keeping in mind that social skills in combat are actually good and useful. They're not as good as mind control, but you can rob things of actions if you succeed.
That's a good one. It's a 5 + 4, so 9.
But you do not succeed. Unfortunately, the bloodlust to turn the wheel of history is upon them, and your pleading from down the street is not quite on their radar. Who's next?
I am next. Yep, I'm gonna dash again.
Hoofing it.
Yep, hoofing it.
Dunkirk's doing just straight up running back and up the street, just going.
And
40 yards.
I went out next to this guy, just short of the horse, and I ready myself.
All right, there go. This one steps in and brutally, I'm going to say there's a 50-50 shot here. So pick highs or lows, Riley.
Highs.
And the result is
2.
lows. Or no, it is highs. So it is you. So it steps over and whinnies something about the fallen martyrs won't be forgotten and proceeds to kick the crap out of you.
Oops.
Here we go. However, misses terribly and shatters from the awning right next to you into a million pieces. The others take notice, however. There are aggressors that have come. And you see, from your vantage point, you see that there is a figure on the opposite rooftop across the square. Waving his hands as almost like waves in the air of energy coming off of him. All right, next.
All right.
Can I get...
Hold on. Who's next?
I think it's me, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
I want to get to...
And everybody gets an inspiration because I didn't need to tell anybody when to go. Everyone knew.
Awesome.
I already have
I need to get
use it.
to right here. Does that give him an attack of opportunity?
You can't move through him. So
Okay.
you'd have to go around him.
What if I jump on top of the horse?
There are rules for doing that. So
I'm going to try to...
you'd need an action, and you would do an opposed. Well, you do an athletics check against their essentially athletics check.
You think you're more athletic than a horse?
Well, I guess it's a good time to find
There's
out.
only
right?
one way to
Boom.
find out.
Yeah, there's only one way to find out. That's to roll that athletics check.
As you leap
Matter
up
if he's
give
more
me
athletic.
athletics check. You are looking for a DC of 14.
Right?
Oh, that one.
As you make it.
Nice.
You
Yeah.
leap upon it as he tries to buck you off, which he will get a free action to do every turn.
Yeah.
As he tries to buck you off, you hold on tight, digging your hands deeply into its mane.
Can I shout at Equestrius?
Yeah,
If only just for fluff.
you may.
I say, Equestrius, it is not you who controls these animals. It is I. Now come fight me if you wish for your right.
Shit, that's the wrong thing to say. Next.
All right. I'm.
Oh, no. I'm after
Oh,
him.
it's you.
aren't I?
I'm sorry.
I'll fuck it up already. Come on, you had a good.
I get so excited.
You pulled it off.
I used my double. I just used my double to.
Well, keep in mind while stealthing, unless you have an ability that a feature that changes it, you are at half movement essentially.
Okay, so shit. Fuck the stealth. I can't just spend the whole thing.
Well, do you have a vantage point of if you go to like the peak of the roof? Can you see Equestrius from where you are?
Oh yeah, you can see the whole thing.
Oh, I can see it from back here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm just gonna. I'm gonna loose an arrow at Equestrius.
Up here.
Yeah.
Awesome.
He's going to be super not into that.
Yeah. And he's off balance, so I'm hoping it knocks him off the.
Slides
the
down the
roof.
roof to the bottom.
Yeah.
Oof. 17.
17. That is a hit.
Okay.
As you shoot him for 3 damage. You don't have any features that put him off his balance.
Okay.
But he does take a shot and then notices you over there because he did not
Sure.
had no idea you were over there before.
I wave at him. Happily.
It's all bullshit.
Did I see an arrow just to get Equestrius?
Oh yeah.
So I'm just like, oh god.
Did you make the joke nightmares, as in a mare, as in a female horse speedster? Because if so, I appreciate that.
All right, knowing the true source of all this chaos, I am going to charge past the horse up to here to move towards Equestrius.
Excellent. I'm going to take my opportunity attack.
Okay.
If I'm
Try-
controlling the horse, does it disadvantage his opportunity attack? Because technically,
No.
I'm on top of the horse.
You have what the equivalent of a grapple is. Not quite a
Okay.
grapple, but it doesn't do anything to their attack. But he does miss as you go squirming by. You've never
Right.
felt so light on your feet.
I say, Equestrius, we could talk. No, it's not.
All right, who's
I
next?
know you're Winnie.
I am next, and I'm going to attack the horse that tried to kick me in the face. That one that Tig is riding.
Excellent.
So I attack it with my long sword.
Woo.
Ooh.
18 attack.
As you slash at it for 3,
Woo!
digging a deep cut into its side. It's all mad and shit. All right, my go. So it would actually take my action to try to throw you off. I don't know that I want to spend my action wasting on throwing you off. So I will simply carry you. As he screams, he says, "Brothers, a mounter has taken me, and he claims dominion over all of us." And they're all like, "Oh no, he did not." And then,
It's just like my whip.
I say, perfect. This is just what I wanted.
Oh my Jesus!
I want everybody to noticeably see the bloodlust that has entered my eyes as they all
he
come
he is rock hard right now.
around. Just the Eiffel Tower on top of this horse.
This may have been the only thing he ever wanted in the world, to be surrounded by angry, intelligent horses. Why intelligent? Because that way they know that he's fucking them up. All right, they all swoop in and proceed to now go to Ponytown on Tig.
How hard is it for them to kick me up on top of a horse, though?
Oh, they're gonna be disadvantaged. That's for sure.
Just curious. Because
But
that's a high kick.
they're gonna give it. They're gonna give it a go anyway.
All right.
So round the clock, disadvantaged. Keeping in mind Tig's AC should be a smooth 17. That hits.
Oh God.
Goodbye,
sure.
Tig.
And it's let me turn on auto damage for this stuff. It's flat damage.
Remember, Tig. It's Patrick.
Doing 9.
Okay.
You take 9. The second one is going to roll and also attack. Disadvantage. Kicking. I will free you, brother, of his influence upon your back. Your back will be clear from here until the skies come and claim us all. Poetry they don't know. They're not quite that slick. 3 misses. You only got 3 more. As I try to remove the gnat from your back. It's the man trying to keep you down. The man's doing it. He wishes to ride you until you die sweating and panting. We
Did he
shed
just
stamp.
crit me?
Nope.
No, it's a
Disadvantage.
disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
Last one.
14.
They're all just kicking at nothing. Can't quite hit you. One did. Done. Next up, go.
I laugh and say, "Is this your
Oh,
first
oh.
day out of the stables?"
Don't go yet. Because
Yeah, you have one more. You have a
I'm gonna have Equestrius go. He looks over at Putty on the rooftop with him, and he boldly says, "You'll stand down. You'll bow down to the power of Equestrius. Our revolution begins today and goes on forever for 1,000 years." And that's what he does with his turn. You also see him reach into his bag and grab something. Next.
Wait, did Equestrius piece out again? Okay, good.
Nope,
No,
it's still there.
He just got grabbed into his bag.
Okay, I am going to
Tear off the horse's ear and throw it at Equestrius.
Do it.
enter into a frenzy.
Ooh.
I kind of also want to do a reckless attack, but that'll give them advantage to hit me.
I'm cool with that though.
Yeah, me too.
I know you are, but I'm currently surrounded by a lot of horsepower, I guess you could say.
Of Horfus.
The question's not what you would do, Jake. It's what would Tig do?
Tig would recklessly attack all these horses. So I'm going into a frenzy, and I'm recklessly attacking, which gives me an advantage. First to go down, I like the fact that I'm riding one, kind of. Do I get a disadvantage attacking from a mounted position, though?
No, you don't. Well, I mean, are you attacking them, or are you attacking the one you're on?
I'll just attack the one I'm on. He might buck me off that.
You are advantaged attacking the one you're on.
Even without reckless attack, Jake, just so you know.
Well, that's all fine and dandy, but I'm still going to recklessly attack these guys. Because I play my character. It's the first one. Boom.
I'll assume we're going clockwise, basically.
No, I'm just going to hit the one I'm riding first.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's definitely a hit, and for 13. It's considerable. He already has a slash in his side.
And I'm going to attack him again.
Wham.
They're gonna have like extra advantage on you if you kill the horse you're riding.
Wham!
Just sitting on a horse stool.
As you fracture his skull underneath the wall.
Good for you.
You will give me a dex save to not be prone at the end of your turn.
Okay. I think I only have 2 attacks, right? Or did I get a
How
third?
about use that inspiration you
just
have?
I thought for some reason if I was raging, I got a third if I killed something, but maybe not.
You get
See-
2.
see-
Oh, I don't know. I don't think so.
Anyway, you can go into a friend's room. Okay,
Yes.
never mind.
He gets
Yeah,
one attack, but his
you're right,
bonus
you're right.
action was spent on the other attack.
Yeah, okay, yeah, okay. We're good. And dexterity.
It's only a DC 11. And you're fine. You are not prone. Which would have sucked. Next!
All right.
All right.
Sean.
You keep trying to jump.
No, I was
Limbo.
just letting you know it was your turn. I was suggesting it was mine.
I loose another arrow at Equestrius.
He's not into that. He largely resents that. As you sink another arrow into his side, he almost stumbles off the rooftop, but doesn't, and glances over at you with piercing gray eyes underneath his hood. Calls you a dick, though. Next!
All right. I'm Mo's feeling really conflicted. His friend, surrounded by these horses that are going to destroy him. But the source of the chaos up on the rooftop. He does a split second. He's like, "Well, Tig's good in a fight. The real fight is with him. Dunkirk will save him. I need to stop the madness before all the killing can continue." And oh my gosh. So is this tile roof? Like, can I throw something at the tiles and try and like knock them loose so they slide down? And he comes
It's a
down
tricky
with it?
game. You could give that a go. There's not a high likelihood of success.
Toss a meatball.
Worth it. I'll take it. So can I tear the top off of this barrel here and chuck it up to try and
Look.
knock them loose?
You're going to give me a ranged attack.
Okay,
No
cool.
proficiency.
And I'm going to use my my inspiration to give this thing a proper chance.
As you pull like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle move from like the 90s cartoon.
Yeah. So dexterity? Just a normal roll, I'm assuming?
It's just a range attack with no proficiency, so dex
Okay.
modifier.
Okay, cool. And at advantage since I'm using my my inspiration? Yes. Okay.
Correct.
17.
You check it up on there, and he does in fact lose his footing. Whatever he was reaching for in his bag goes tumbling out and falls onto a rooftop next to him.
Okay. But he doesn't come down.
He doesn't come down.
And I say, "Stop! We can work something out! I've seen this
No!
all before!"
Against doing that. Next!
Alright,
No.
I see my not my favorite constable, but you know, Tig's starting to grow on me a little bit.
trying
And
to figure
I see him. I see him surrounded by horses, so I'm gonna rush forward and try to help him out.
Okay.
All right. So I attack the horse immediately in front of me with my.
Hold on 1 second.
Oh,
Second,
yes.
if I may take 1 moment
Yes.
before you really get your turn off the ground. We are going to kick Mo twice.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, 2 attacks of opportunity.
And 15 does not hit. I think your AC is 18.
Yep.
And second one
Shield belly.
also misses. You're good.
Nice.
Continue. Move
All
up.
right. Yep. So I'm going to attack the horse immediately in front of me with my long sword.
You got it. As you deliver a shockingly violent blow, digging across its side, it reels and whinnies in pain. My go. Okay. So.
Is that what it whinnies? It's my go. Ha! My go. Oh my god.
Move in a little. And then this one's going to chase Mo down. As Equestrian shouts, "Save me! Save me, me, your leader, who will free you from the shackles of servitude. Save me from this portly man." This one says, "I will save you, Equestrian! The wheel of history is greased with the blood of the chain makers." All right. This one's going to kick Mo. Aggressively.
Okay.
Like a boss.
Oh shit, that's a big kick.
I'll take it.
For 9 bludgeoning damage.
I'll take it.
The Equestrian laughs from on high. Ha 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 ha! The victory will be ours, and we shall paint the streets red with your blood. Next, we go down here, where the magic's going to happen. As they proceed to, this one up top is going to kick Tig to make him fall. So you're going to give me an athletics or acrobatics check.
Okay.
Your choice. I did not roll great, but you rolled worse.
Aw.
He kicks you right in the chest, and you fall prone onto the ground.
No.
As they all whinny in triumph. One of them shouts out that apples are the opiate from the people. Down with the bosses, down with the bridle makers. And proceeds to, with advantage, come back down, stomping on your head.
And this might be where Tig dies.
9 bludgeoning damage. Keep in mind your rage, so you do take half rounded up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh shit, I forgot to do that earlier whenever I took that first bit.
That's okay. So we'll do. You're at 26 then.
All right. So you've taken 5 twice.
You're at 25. 'Cause you
Next
took 9
up.
last time.
Yeah.
He rears up and says, "Brother, that's the strike that will be heard around the world." As he drops foot on you and doesn't do it. The next one offers that he's not an ideologue. He just thinks that there's some valid points in the movement, and drops another total 5 on you. 9 rounded up, halved. Ka-chunk, 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 ka-chunk. And then the last one, I believe, raises up and drops hoof on you for another net total 5. So you've taken 20 so far.
Ugh. Ugh.
You should be at 15, I think.
I am at 15.
Yeah.
And they whinny in delight, and Equestrian looking on. You dumb fuckers. And he proceeds to try to delicately reach down, as though awkward and not particularly athletic, to try to reach what's laying on the other roof. All the while being haughty and almost trying to distract you from it.
Okay.
Moving on, next.
How heavy is a horse?
1450. These are draft horses, so I'm going to say about 1,600 pounds, 1,500 pounds.
It's too heavy for me raging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to. Can I attempt to mount another horse?
You can. You
I'm going to
succeed in the athletics check. The DC is 14.
I'm going to attempt to mount this horse in front of me.
Get up on him.
Get up on him.
Ooh.
God damn it!
You attempt to and fail to.
Do I have any actions left after that?
I'm gonna ask. Are you well? First of all, you had to stand up, so half your movement was that.
Okay. Okay.
So at the moment, you have a bonus action and 15 feet of movement.
Make
Do you
sure
still
you
have
attack so
inspiration
you don't
too?
go out of rage.
Okay.
See, I was gonna mention that.
Yeah. Well, then I guess this horse in front of me, since he's just gonna get beat on then.
Thank God you're in a frenzy.
Not recklessly because I'm a little bit worried.
But they're already at disadvantage. They're
won't let
already
anybody
at
see it.
advantage because you're surrounded.
Oh yeah.
That is success. You strike it for 9, and it resents the beating that you're trying to deliver upon it. Next.
All right, I loose another arrow at Questrius.
Uh, that one connects. He appears to stumble and be half out of breath.
And is
What?
is that +2 for my fighting style being archery? Is that automatically being added to that behind the
Does not
scenes?
Does not appear.
Yeah, it looks.
Wait.
You sure? Looks like we've got Dex plus the 2 mod. Yeah, it is. It's added.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. Okay. Oh yeah. Yep. Okay. Sorry.
Done.
All right. I am going to. How long will it take me to get up here? How much?
It will take you. It would take you a full movement,
Done.
like all of your stuff, and
Like
you're
double
up.
move.
Yes.
I
Well, hold on. It will take you that, and I will require you to make an athletics check DC 10.
That's fine. Come to me. Athletics check. Boop. 14.
Ooh, Mo wriggles up there like an unlikely pudgy baby climbing up onto a couch.
Like a koala going for some eucalyptus
Roll up,
branches.
yeah. And I just
that's your
stand up
turn.
there and I put my foot on the thing he was reaching for.
Good move. It appears to be. It looks like a short, glowing wand. But as you got your foot on it, you don't have a real good look at it yet.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next up, go.
All right, I'm going, since everybody else seems to have forgotten about Tig and hates him.
Yeah, they're super cool with him dying.
Yeah, I'm going to try to bail him out here, and I'm going to attack the same horse again with my longsword.
Effective, but he's still alive. They've got a lot of meat on them.
So I like him.
That's how you like. That's how you like your horse. My go. Seeing that Tig tried to mount one of them again to institute his master relationship on the subservient beliefs, on the belief that they are subservient to him, they're all enraged and will continue to try to kill him with their hooves. Starting clockwise, looking for 18 and up, misses. Next one gives a go, kicking and lashing out at Tig, screaming that there should never be a cessation to the fight for horse governance, of the horses, for the horses.
Do
Misses
they get
as
advantage
well.
since they're flanking him? Sorry, Tim.
There's no bonus for that.
Oh, okay.
Only because he was laying on the ground when they were kicking him last time.
Gotcha. They can't work together.
Somehow he is surviving the violent lashing out
Tig, machine.
entirely. They're done. Well, this one up here is going to get enraged and start murdering people. Runs over, kicks that guy to death,
Oh, no.
and then runs up the street. An equestrian shouts from his rooftop vantage point. He says, "Go! Flee! Off into the city! Wreak as much damage to the two-legged oppressors as you can, my brothers and sisters! Also, though, I'm gone. I'm out, though." And he runs. You get a swing.
All right. I can't. I have to do a swing. I can't do like a grapple.
All you get to do.
Man. All right. I will try and hit him with my warhammer. Boop.
I mean your ladle.
Yeah, my
You
ladle.
miss
Oh no.
as he drops down on the other side of the building where you cannot quite see him.
Man. I was so close.
Good. You had one job.
Then you hear a vague incantation, and that's all you get so far. Next up, go.
All right, I'm going to keep fighting these horses, and hopefully bring
It
one down
is
eventually.
super duper not your go.
Oh, I thought it was.
It
my
is 100% my go.
This
That's
guy.
right, because Catlin was doing an attack of opportunity. My bad.
Has he? So Dunkirk has hit this horse already a couple times, right?
Yeah, he's been slashed. He's been cutting it up.
Okay,
He's
I'm
been cutting
gonna,
up losers.
I'm gonna hit that horse first.
It's right between the eyes. You connect and open his head all over Dunkirk in the street.
Okay, bonus action. This horse that I hit first last time.
And then that was the forehand, and on the backhand you connect and snap this one's neck sideways.
Oh my god!
like it's a horse. He's that straight, 1x4 Tetris piece, and then you hit him across the head, and he's that L-shaped piece now.
I look at
Got
the
it.
other three horses and let out my own very loud nay.
God,
I'm ready to go.
I missed my barbarian so bad.
Call me Doolittle, motherfucker.
Dr. Doolittle. Oh
All right,
god.
next up.
So that dude's like Equestrius is like gone, right?
No idea.
All right.
Yes, I
Look, I can't make it over there. I can see. I'm assuming I can see this horse here.
Yes.
All right, I'll shoot it. Why not?
Miss Putty, let's sail an arrow from on high, striking this horse in the flank. It whinnies its rage at you.
I feel it.
Next up, go.
Move the camera up a little bit, Cat.
Okay. I am going to. I'm still standing on that magic wand, right? It's glowing.
You are.
It's like actively glowing.
Oh, yeah.
I want to pick it up and break it.
Give me an athletics check.
Okay.
DC is 22.
Ooh.
Okay. We'll see. I can't break it.
It doesn't seem to want to break.
And then I want
As
to
you hold
move.
it,
Oh, go
I'm
ahead.
going to describe it.
No, please.
Describe it if I can. It has a flared head, the end of it, almost like a shuttlecock in badminton. The feathers are of a bird variety that you are not aware of, unless you do a nature check and maybe give that a go.
Okay.
The shaft of it is a finely crafted and irregular wood with a reddish tinge to it. It smells of citrus and spices.
There's my 21 for my nature to know what kind of bird.
Well, hold on. That could be your next action.
Oh, sorry. So do I still have movement?
You have a movement. You've used your action to try to break it, and you have movement left.
Okay, I'm gonna move here to see if I can see Equestrius.
Peeking over the side of the rooftop, you do not see him.
Oh no. I'm going to listen for him.
You can do that. Next up,
I'm going to attack this horse down south of Tig.
you do a little spinny maneuver,
Yep, I'll do it real fancy
Roll.
like.
rolling to the right,
Yeah.
and give it a vicious cut.
These are the best rolls I've had since we started this campaign.
Anything else?
Nope, that's all I got for that one.
All right, my go. They heed the words of their master. This one just proceeds to kick the crap out of this person, kills them, and proceeds to race up the street. Freedom and havoc! Freedom and havoc! It's the only way! It says, yes, freedom and havoc, run! Tig may get an opportunity attack if he wants on this one.
Of course I want one. Why wouldn't I want one?
Smacking it. It stumbles a little bit in its gait, but proceeds to run like a mofo. And horses got some hustle. And this one races around Tig, which you don't get one for him because you already used yours, and proceeds to race down the street. This one seems conflicted. It really wants to murder Dunkirk. We'll kick Dunkirk in the face.
And he just made a fatal mistake. it will literally be fatal.
Fuck it.
Dunkirk gets busted in the face for 9 bludgeoning.
God damn it. Okay.
Ooh.
And my turn is over.
Okay.
Tig gets to go.
I guess I'm gonna hit the horse. Twice.
Oh, jeez. Tim just like obliterates everything.
You mafia-esque break all of its legs and then
Cut its
He
head
should've-
off, leave it in someone's bed.
He should have written.
all right. Next, Buddy, go.
Putty has stepped away, so I will go. I guess.
You'll go. Yes.
Okay. So no sign of. Oh, I hear sprinting. I hear sprinting. I hear steps. There he is. Hello,
Putty's
Putty.
goes. He sees these
You
horses race off in different directions to go wreak havoc and chaos in the city.
Do I have a shot on this horse over here?
You do not.
I do not. And the one in the alley over here?
Also not. A little bit too
Not.
narrow in their eaves and overhangs.
All right. I'm gonna run over here to see if I can get a shot on.
I'll accept that you can get a shot at that angle.
Okay. I'm gonna take my
I'm
shot.
under light cover, but you do exceed that.
Okay.
And it goes skidding and falling into the street.
Oh man.
Next,
Can I yell rawhide after he hits the ground?
Raw.
can't.
So there's no sign of Equestrius anywhere.
Not that you can see.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and identify that bird.
All right, let's do your nature check.
All right, here we
And let me
go.
bring this up.
10. Curse my early
Well, you already.
progress.
I was assuming you were riding your previous one.
Yeah, if you'll accept it, even better.
That's
21
fine, yeah.
From my previous one.
There you go.
Ooh. Interesting. Okay. I'm just gonna hang on to this thing, I guess, and make my way
Downtown?
downtown. Okay.
When you're alone and life is getting.
Yeah. All right.
All right, Dunkirk's go.
All the horses are dead almost, except for the one I can't reach him anyway. I'm just gonna stand up next to Tig.
Yep.
And I'm gonna do lay on hands
On yourself or me?
on you
Okay.
because you helped me out there. You killed the horse that was kicking me in the head.
Had eyes for you?
Yeah, I can't click it. I gotta figure out what I need to roll. Sorry. Total number of hit points equal to my paladin level times 5.
So you can just pick up to 10 to give him.
Correct.
Okay. How many? I don't know how many he needs. Let's see.
Well,
I'll just give you-
he can definitely have room for 10 because he took like 20 points of damage.
That's right. He did. Yeah. I'm gonna give him all 10.
As you break open some holy blessings on him. On my turn, that horse
I healed for 10.
Yep.
sprints. He is gone in the streets of guilt. And we are out of combat.
Wait, are your guys'
Why are
health?
you touching my heavy?
Is your health linked?
What do you mean?
Riley and Jake's health keeps going up and down.
Stop touching it. I'm gonna do my own.
I haven't touched mine.
But Riley,
Or
yours
yours.
goes up and down when Jake starts.
I haven't
Okay.
touched it.
Okay.
Wait, did Riley not take any damage in all that fight?
No.
Yeah, I think so.
He took 9.
Okay. Okay.
I was changing mine. I was like, why do you keep changing my character sheet?
All right.
Who's smoking jazz cabbage in the chat?
People are
Call the FBI.
of course screaming and
Yes.
confused.
So we're out of combat now
Oh,
at this
yeah.
point.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab that wand and put it in my pocket or in my bag real quick, and I'm gonna make my way over to the eave down here and shout down, "But calm down, calm down! The threat has been neutralized. The guard will take the stragglers. You're all safe now."
Are we out of
Yeah.
combat?
Give me a
we are
disadvantage
on
persuasion.
Absolutely.
Only disadvantage for having to do it en masse.
Yeah, that's fine. 9.
Not great. Some of the ones that are more pliable visibly calm down. Some of the more histrionic ones don't, but that still had some effect.
Okay.
I just I look around the party and say, "What the fuck is going on?"
I'm gonna hop down here, and I assume that crowd of people there. Some of the
yeah.
ones that calmed down, I'll say, "Did you see anything that happened here?"
Did you use the crowd to break your fall from jumping off a roof?
I can.
You
hop
stop
on.
that. You
That's
stop
like
that
typical.
crowd. It's a mixed crowd of folks, and impassionedly one of them pipes up. Absolutely, I saw everything. We were just doing business as normal, setting up as normal, and then this gentleman gets up on a rooftop, starts screaming, and all the horses go crazy.
Yeah. So it was similar to what happened yesterday.
I mean, I wasn't here yesterday. No one said anything about there being horse massacres here in the northeastern bazaar from yesterday.
Who
or
was here
anything.
yesterday?
One lady raised her hand. She says, "I was here yesterday."
So the same. Is this the same? You would say this is about the same thing that happened yesterday.
No, this didn't happen yesterday. What are you talking about?
What's I'm sorry, my brain's fuzzy. What is today's date again?
It should be Festival. It's Festival. This is, I think it's the 6-day Festival. It is 6-day of Festival.
The 6th day? Oh, interesting. Well, what happened here? What did you do here
Have
yesterday?
you been drinking, Constable? There are people dying in the streets.
Not anymore. We put a stop to it. And there's enough horse meat here to feed your family.
You hear murmurings from people saying, well, several of them ran off.
Ah, but we still have several here. It's all about a glass half full. No, on to the important things. What did you do here yesterday? What happened? Just a normal day?
They proceed to explain what sounds like a fairly normal day in a market.
Well, okay, come with me. I need you to speak to my senior constable. You aren't in trouble. You'll just be of great help to us.
Goes up and sees Dunkirk and all that.
Okay, we're going to hurt everyone. And I'm going to be like, tell him what you told me.
And she explains the same thing. Basically, some guy got up on a roof and started screaming down at stuff, and the horses went absolutely crazy. Started killing folks.
And this happened again. It happened yesterday too.
All of them look at you like you're crazy.
Okay, so something's going on.
Someone's.
I feel like
Dun-
something's not right here.
I look at Dunkirk and I go, now do you see why I wanted to come to the square? Does this seem a bit off to you?
I understood it when you asked. I didn't really want to get kicked in the face again.
Well, I did several times.
So,
We've got to
I
figure out.
also killed
There's-
your horses, and I'm a little upset about it.
Yeah, really. Yeah, your high score is going down.
Yeah, like Katie.
Is it possible that we're really living the same day 2 days in a row?
I say no. But I don't put a whole lot of stock in that magic nonsense, as neither of you all do as well, I'm assuming.
whole lot. Yeah. So, Dunkirk, do you think we should take them back to the barracks, or do you think they're free to go?
Hang on. Where's Putty?
I'm here.
What
It's right up here next to
exactly? What exactly did the sergeant major constable lieutenant captain man say to the other person in the room?
Are you looking for a punchline? Laz, I overheard Laz saying how Ingolstadt's letter's giving him a bad feeling, and that it's not normal, and he doesn't understand why we were the ones specifically mentioned to be put on this case.
If you guys will remember from yesterday, and I put yesterday in air quotes, when we spoke to Count Ingolstadt, he did not remember requesting me specifically.
What was in that letter that had your name?
All I know is that they requested me specifically, and they didn't know why.
Okay.
Do you think we should pursue with what the captain declared as a priority order, or what we now think is a priority order, is my question, Dunkirk. And I know you're a soldier, and I know where your faiths lie, but also, really?
I say no matter what,
I mean, the
Laz
fact
is
of
too old for this shit, and we should just do whatever we want to do.
the fact of the matter is that we don't have any leads to figure out why we're living the same day 2 days in a row.
I think Eagleton is our lead.
Ingolstadt?
Yeah.
Well, that falls in line with our mission anyway. I guess we need to go speak to him again.
No, but did we have a new order today that had nothing to do with him?
No, we're gonna go talk to him again. Jesus, Tig, do you listen at all?
No.
So can I do while this discussion is going on? Can I do an Arcana check to try and glean some more information from this wand?
You're proficient in Arcana?
I am not.
Then no.
Okay, I'm gonna pull out the wand. I'll say, guys, I got this off of Winnie, Equestrius, as they like to be called. As far as I can tell, it's not from any mortal bird on this plane.
I say, be careful where you wear that thing. Next thing you know, the chicken.
shows you-
Is it something
He shows you-
Spanish?
He shows you a wand that's made out of rosy-looking wood that smells faintly of citrus, on the end of which is a cluster of feathers.
It smells like citrus.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
Ingolstadt's place smelled like citrus and spices.
That's true.
Oh, that's a good point.
Captain Obvious strike.
I think we need to make our way back to Count Ingolstadt, and I don't think we should delay this time. Last time we were told to show up in the afternoon, and he was mad because we were late.
Let's go. Maybe I hate to say it, but maybe we let Pud do his thing and kind of sneak around, see what he can find out while we report to him. Count Ingolstadt.
You can tell I'm conflicted by this because it goes against the letter of the law. But
I look at Dunkirk and I go, and worst things worse, we fuck up, we can just try again tomorrow.
I slapped Tig on the back and said, "I guess that's a good point."
The existential implications for Tig are delightful. He might possibly get to live endless, consequence-free murder.
Worst things comes to worse, I'll get to punch some more stuff. Let's do this.
Why are you punching me? Because there's no tomorrow and there's no point. Nothing matters.
I remind myself subconsciously that even to breaking the law for the sake of the mission is still acceptable within my eyes. So yeah, let's go to the counts. Let's go to the counts.
The greater good.
The greater good.
All right.
Okay. You guys make your way out.
Yeah.
Leaving Guild. Do you stop by the western barracks?
No.
No, we're going straight to...
I say no.
I
Except
think
for Dunkirk, ultimately, but I don't know at any point.
On your way,
go straight to the counts.
On your way out of Guild, you notice a few constables standing over to the side corner near a row of houses. One of them is doubled over and panting and out of breath. The other two are standing there. One appears to be trying to flag you all over.
I look at Dunkirk and I kind of like crack my knuckles with my fists together, looking for permission.
I grant you permission.
I go over to the constables and I say, "What's
As you walk up, he says, "We've had some trouble. There's some ruffians broke into that house over there. And it's all my friend here. We tried chasing them down. But I think he needs medical attention." You see, he's got what appears to be blood on him and the like.
I pull my 10-foot pole out while we're.
I look at the constables and I say, "Why don't you constables do your fucking job and go inside this house with me?"
Well, we tried, but we couldn't get the door open. They won't let us in.
As he stumbles on his words, I smack him in the back of the head with my pole.
Give me a melee attack. No proficiency, because you're not proficient in 10-foot poles.
All right.
So just strength
You need
modifier.
to pick up that proficiency.
And 20.
Just my modifier on my melee.
Just your strength modifier on a d20.
All
It's
right.
effectively a strength check. Unless you have proficiency.
Here. Where is it at? Not saving. Sorry. Is it
Question.
strength? It's a strength save.
Yeah, well, you
That's
don't have
okay.
proficiency in strength saves, so it's the same.
Okay.
It's the same numeric value. So
Okay.
you take a swipe and it goes glancing off his shoulder, and he looks back over at you and says, "What the hell, man?"
And I say, yeah, what the hell?
Can I open-handed pimp slap one of them?
Hey,
Non-lethal damage.
I
Pimp
thought we were
slap.
trying to get there. Quick.
give me an unarmed attack, and then we'll go into combat rounds after this.
Okay. Is an unarmed attack just a strength? Whatever.
Basically, yes, unless you're proficient.
Oh, damn it.
Actually, I think everyone's proficient in an unarmed. You just have it's just your damage is limited.
Hey, you remember how we said we were going to go see Count Eaglestop without...
Yeah, but hang on. I gotta get some revenge
Distractions.
for yesterday.
Yeah, but these guys were dicks.
You take a swing. You take a swing, and he jukes back for a second, looking at you confusedly, and then he puts his hands up. And he says, "Okay, you guys need to just move it along, or you're not going to like what happens."
I
Where's your
say,
constable?
what's gonna happen and what's inside that house?
Whatever, man. And they just like start walking away, and the one that was doubled over is just like, whatever.
Let them go, Tig. We have work to do.
Alright. They're not worth it anyways.
We made our point.
Try and mess with
Not
the
worth
slap.
it anyways.
Oh shit.
What'd you do to us?
They walk away, and Dunkirk tells you all this stuff, and then Tig gets hit in the head for 4 bludgeoning damage with a rock as
Who
they
threw
take
it?
off down the street
Go
laughing.
through it. I sprint after them. I sprint
Come
after
on.
them.
The chase is on.
Oh, God.
You're running after Tig.
You'll only get one opportunity for this.
Okay.
For a narrative chase, because they are as fast as you, roughly. So they start running off and laughing and shit and like hollering back epithets back at you and things like this. You're sort of bleeding from like your forehead.
Question. Can I do an athletics check to see if I'm faster than them?
Well, what we'll end up doing is we're going to do an opposed athletics check.
Okay, sweet.
Whoever wins either catches up or gets away. And this is our town, so we know where we're going. I end up with a 16. You end up with an 18. You catch up. Barely catching up, you will get 1 action.
Can I tackle one's legs? Or
Yeah, you
attempt
can
to?
go for a tackle. Give me an athletics check. Your DC is 13.
Whoa! Look at that.
So you tackle him to the ground, both of you on the ground. And at that point, we're going to go into a narrative combat. So they are a good couple of full movements away because they were racing down the street. So, Putty, you see them way down there. Tig just tackled one of them.
I look at Mo and I go, fuck. And then I just start running down as well.
So that's turn 1. At the end of turn 2, you'll be on site.
Okay.
Mo, what do you do?
I am just flabbergasted. I guess I'm just gonna go get Tig, because Lord knows what's gonna happen. We got somewhere to gotta be. So I just start hauling off towards him.
Dunkirk, what you do?
I had to run after Tig, and I want to pull Tig off the guy.
All right, and all of you, end of round 2, you'll be on site. So we start off at the beginning of the next round. Tig will go first. You are on the ground with one of them.
I am going to use my maul and attack the one I tackled.
Jesus.
You are disadvantaged because you're on the ground. But you connect anyway. Just slinging it from your back. Just hitting him right upside the head with it. And that is a considerable amount of damage, and you connect. You see teeth go flying. My go. The two standing next to it look at each other and look down at you. They pull weapons and proceed to try to beat you half to death with them. All the while leaning over and saying, we'll cover this up, right? Yeah, we'll cover it up. No problem. Yeah, no problem. We'll do the paperwork on this. And they all miss. At which point, like, they're beating on you, but it's clearly not having much an effect. The one on the ground with you is going to try to shrug you off. So give me an athletics check as he attempts to break the grapple.
That's how you do it.
Damn.
26.
That's their go. So then we have the second round of y'all running up. The end of this round, y'all are on site. So we start off at the top of the next one with Tig again.
I'm going to continue to hit the one I've got tackled.
Just keep beating him. Get your licks in while you fight. Oh, God. Like half the teeth in his head are just spilling out in bloody chunks of stew.
I hope you get here soon, Dunkirk, because I'm going to kill this man.
They get to go. One of them is going to help the other one get free of you. For advantage, give me an athletics check.
Don't let him go.
Let him go.
God.
So the one that didn't go yet is going to try to shove you off of them. So give me an athletics check. Jesus Christ.
Tig's so swole.
I haven't said a word since I caught up to him. All I hear is like grunts, just
kicking him, trying to drag him away, break him up, nothing. He's just got an iron grip on the shit. Finally, one of them, just as you guys are standing there, he stands back up. Not the one you've got, but one of the other ones was helping. Looks over at Dunkirk and says, "You don't want to take this to the next level, man." He's got his hands up.
I don't think I've taken it to any level.
Well, it's now Putty's go.
All right, I pull out my stout tap handle, and I crack one of them in the back of the head.
Crack. The one that Tig's holding on the back of that?
No, one that was trying to shove him off.
Oh, gotcha. Crack him for 3. It is Mo's go.
All right. I just hesitate for a second. I'm like, we're taking it to the next level, and I charge it. The one who's trying to pull his friend out from Tig's grasp, and I just grab onto him as hard as I can. Boop. Boop. 14.
You've got him.
All right. Grappling.
Dunkirk, your go.
Yeah, I go up and another one of the guys, the guy who was yelling at me to not take it to the next level. I wanna hit him with my shield. Can I do that?
Shield fashion.
Yep. What do I roll for that?
Just give me a more or less a non-proficient strength check.
We should all grab them, and then Pud goes around and gives them all noogies.
And you do. You hockey check him back.
Nice.
Takes a few damage. It is now Tig's go.
How noticeably almost dead is the man I beat?
Oh, super close. Super close. The
Is
amount
there,
of blood that's coming out of his face is getting to be like too much blood.
is there a street urinal and or pig trough nearby?
There is not, no.
Anything at all I can shove his head
Did you take
into.
anything degrading?
Yeah, degrading.
There is not. It's a nice street.
You got your nice little coin purse in your pants.
What? That's not degrading.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to pee on him?
Teabag.
I think he was going for a teabag, but
Get back to our roots,
we did take it to the next level.
I am going to notice that I've almost killed a officer of the law, regardless of how dirty and shitty he is, and go for a non-lethal knockout.
Well, how you decide that is you can do an attack, and then if it would kill him, you can then say at that point you're knocking him out.
Knocking him out.
And this would kill him.
I'm knocking him out.
So he's out cold with a straight up messed up grill. The other two.
Can I stand? Because I still got a move action, right?
Yeah, you're welcome to stand up.
Okay, I'm going to stand up, and as my bonus action, I'm going to the other two and go, who else wants to look ugly at the bar tonight?
The other two put their hands up and back away a good few paces. You could get opportunity attacks, but they're not threatening.
What about the one I
Okay.
have a grab? I'll let the one I have
sorry,
a hold
sorry.
it. No, I let him go. I let him go on seeing that.
The other one goes rigid with his hands out.
And then I look at him. Combat's basically over, right? Okay. I look at him, I go, if anybody asks how this happened, Wild Horse kicked him in the face. Let's go.
That's a nice callback. You can have inspiration.
Yep. There you go.
You get inspiration for that one?
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Dick now has an excuse for how to cover up his shit.
The Wild Horse kicked him in the face.
That was
Look,
so
motherfucker,
good.
it was a. Say it after me. It was a horse, though. All right. They make their way, holding up their friend who's barely conscious, and make their way down the street, not maintaining eye contact with you at any point.
So they're not
Well.
throwing rocks this time? Shocking.
Yeah. I look over at Tig and I just kind of laugh and say, "Well, that was therapeutic."
I kind of like stretch my shoulders out and be like, yeah, it felt pretty good.
All
All
right.
right,
Alright.
into
Let's,
Hightown.
To
Yep,
the
let's
count.
get back on task.
You make your way into Hightown, which I shall read off. The streets of Hightown stand out starkly from the districts you've come through, crisp lines and orderly planning. Sidewalks wide, open, grassy knolls all about. Frumpers carrying parasols over the heads of various aristocrats. It's late morning. Well, actually, it's more like mid-morning. Like 10, 11th bell almost. To your right, you see a carriage being pulled by horses taking trained, mincing steps. And the gates to Ingolstadt's estate stand out from the neighboring mansions and properties, wrought of bronze rather than iron, and crafted to look like vines, snaking and intertwining with each other. Standing out front are two men in arms women.
So, what did the carriage look like that was next to us with the happy trotting? Or is that all of
just-
them? They're all happy trotting.
Yeah, they're all very mincing horses.
Okay. I didn't know if it was like had like silver details or anything.
It was not a plot point, no.
All right. Shall we go in and Pud's gonna kind of try and look around. Keep an eye out for any like feathers or weird birds,
Okay.
Yep, I think that's a good idea.
and also just generally shady-looking rich people.
Okay.
Make your way inside.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you enter in. As you walk up the winding path to the house, you can see a variety of well-dressed people just starting out their midday. You still see servants putting out tables and setting up tents, walking horses over to places to feed or eat or be brushed down. A few people are lounging around in carriages or on benches or couches provided for them to laze about while the midday is yet to take over. No one really pays you much attention. As you get up to the walk, you see a long series of stone stairs leading up to the house, but there is nobody out front.
I guess we can help ourselves in.
Yep. So, Pud, this is probably where you do your thing.
Split. Where you split.
All right, I will. So you guys, you want me to check the outside? Is what you're saying?
Make your way inside. Try and get anything.
Just
Okay.
yeah, just see what
Probably-
you can find that looks suspicious or out of the ordinary, and then we'll meet you at the nearby tavern afterwards.
Okay. Sounds good.
Stealthing it up, you can stalk your way around the grounds, and we'll come back to you.
Okay.
All right, you guys are at the front grand doors.
Mm-hmm.
Are they locked?
They appear to be.
Give it the old.
They appear to be locked. Yep. Give it a good knock.
Banging
Rippity-rip.
on the doors. After only a minute or so, a voice on the other side says, "Yes."
Greyghast Constables here to see Count Ingolstadt.
Oh, heaven's sakes! That's just a moment. The door creaks open, and a very well-dressed goblin, older goblin, comes stepping out and looking at you all. Well, excuse me, sirs, you are somewhat early.
Well, sir, it's better to be early than late. We have things to do today.
Well, I can quite imagine. Well, I'm happy to, I suppose, show you into the solar, but my lord is not quite ready to receive you yet. It may be a little bit of time.
We're happy to wait.
I suppose that's just fine. May I familiarize you with the rules of the house?
I don't think that will be necessary. Thank you.
We've got it.
He nods.
This isn't our first rodeo.
He says, "May I take your weapons, please?"
You may.
Yes. And I give him my shield and my crossbow.
He takes them gladly.
But I keep my
you
ladle.
shows you back through the cathedral-like hall with the paintings on the walls, the grand portraits of a former Count and Countesses Ingolstadt. Bringing you across the marble floor, in through a back room and a private set of suites that is the picture of opulence. Rugs covering nearly every inch, a pair of broad sofas in thick and rough leather facing each other, white light pouring through stained glass, and a large sideboard that is completely empty, made out of a glossy, polished, exotic wood of deep reds. The little hobgoblin says, "If you'll pardon, we had not yet set any refreshment out, but I'll have people bring it as soon as possible."
I say, that's fine. I bring my own refreshment. And I pull my bag out and start pulling out my snacks and stuff that I've always on myself.
Oh, yeah.
Big old hunk of salami. Just start gnawing on it.
So you're all in the room, and he shuts the door, and you're by yourself.
Okay.
I just kind of it's like a big window that looks out over the city.
There's stained glass. The windows, you're able to see a good deal of the city.
Okay, I just go and kind of position myself in front of it and look out, trying to make sense of what the hell's going on.
Okay. And we're in the same room we were before, right?
Correct.
I want to poke around in the room and look
Okay.
for. I don't know. Just stuff. I'm gonna investigate for little hidden cubbies. Look through drawers.
Sure. Give me some investigate. Roll that.
It's coming hot right now. Maybe. Apparently not. Let's try this again. Investigation. Coming in hot. There we go. Oh,
Yeah, Dragon, ask
one
your
after the
question.
other.
What's up?
You seem to not know what you're looking at here.
Mhm.
It's all rich people stuff.
These rich people and their fancy stuff.
All right, snapping back. Sean, what is Putty doing?
Looking around, do I see any kind of suspicious-looking people? Glancing in windows and stuff like that. Is there anything that catches my eye as looking weird?
Yeah, peeking into windows on this sort of first floor.
Yeah.
The rooms look simply opulent. It looks like a setting room here. It looks like a small foyer there. Nothing in particularly snags your eye.
And Like nothing on the around the perimeter of the building or anything like that is okay.
No, well-kept grounds.
Do I see any way to get up onto, like?
It's a total. Yeah, it's a total of 3 stories. There's ways to climb up if one wanted to onto a ledge that would wrap around the building at the 2nd floor.
I'd like to get up onto that ledge.
Give me an athletics check to climb up there. The DC would only be 8, but you may still fail.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Just to guarantee it. Do it.
Yeah.
And then you roll like double ones, and this all gets really sad.
Oh shit. Oh shit. All right.
No need to roll again.
That's
You
just
cheat.
as sad.
Holding yourself close up against the wall, you shimmy up like a cockroach.
Awesome.
The ledge wrapping around the 2nd story, and indeed around each floor outside, is no wider than about 5 inches, but it's more than enough for you to feel comfortable moving around.
Okay. I slowly make my way around that, both looking up for a way up to the 3rd floor and also looking into the windows.
As you make your way doing that perimeter, you do notice something, but I'm going to flash back to that.
Okay.
All right, so you guys are seated in there, and about 30 minutes goes by. A number of servants come out and set various platters of silvery platters, gold platters, little tiny, cute little silver forks, bottles of wine. Set out a nice spread on that large sideboard. One of them pulls out a cloth and polishes up the rosy red wood, takes a scuff out of it, looks over at all of you, nods, asks if there's anything else that he can do.
This wood, it smells very nice. I don't think I've seen anything like it. What is it? Where does it come from?
He says, "Well, I'm sure I don't know, sir, but it is the Lord Ingolstadt's own furniture. I may make inquiries if you like, but I cannot guarantee anything."
Was it custom made for him, or is there someone who sells this kind of wood? I could use some of it in my place.
I'm sure I don't know, sir.
I asked him, say, does the Lord Ingolstadt, would he happen to have any mage friends or advisors, employees working for him?
I wouldn't say, sir.
You wouldn't say, or you can't say?
I'm afraid I am not completely familiar with Lord Ingolstadt's personal acquaintances in that matter.
How soon till we can expect him?
I'm sure it wouldn't be long, sir.
I don't like your tone.
He's calling you sir.
Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
I don't like your tone.
So
You're one of those motherfuckers. You're one of those motherfuckers. Think there's a tomorrow. You don't understand.
You guys don't understand. My hair trigger is so much more hairy and triggery now that I know that there's 0 consequences of what I do today.
So
That's a hairy trigger you got there.
So the wood on the mantle, compared to the wand, is it pretty much the exact same wood?
Yes.
Like same, yeah, okay. Is there any? So knowing that trees all look different, is there any way I could do like a nature to tell if they came from the same tree?
Could.
Okay, cool.
Absolutely. Well, and then to find out even what it is.
Yes. Okay, let's do that. Here's my nature. 12.
It is not enough,
Okay.
but it is knowable. You just don't know.
Right. Ah.
So another 20 minutes or so goes by. The food sitting there. Does anybody eat?
Yep.
Do I get any HP from eating? Out of curiosity.
No.
No.
Probably not. That's
But it does stave off having to make a con check later for not eating or drinking all day.
Ooh.
There's water, there's wine, there's juices of various kinds. Little tiny, cute, adorable, meats, done savory pastries.
So cute.
All right. What is Putty doing?
So I see something that catches my eye in there. Upon listening, and looking around a little more, do I notice is there anybody in that room?
No.
Do I see a way up to the 3rd floor?
You do. The climb will be somewhat more difficult.
Good thing I used that inspiration climbing onto the second floor. Do I see any way to toss to use my rope to my advantage, or my 10-foot pole to my advantage?
No, there is a climber's kit. You don't have one.
Oh, that's good. And I'm sure the pythons would make tons of noise getting hammered into the.
Hammering into the side of this kit.
Okay. Does the window look loose at all?
Give me an investigation, and I'll tell you what I can about the window.
Okay.
The window itself appears to be cemented in place. It doesn't appear to be designed to open.
Okay. And besides the windows, I don't see any other way into that room. All right, fuck it. I'm gonna try to climb that to the third floor.
All right, you're looking at a DC of 16.
Shit. Acrobatics, or I guess you need athletics.
It's athletics.
Shit.
Athletics is climbing.
Shit.
Oh.
You go falling down off the second floor.
Cool.
You take 3 bludgeoning damage as the wind gets knocked out of you, but it doesn't appear anybody noticed.
Okay. Do I have to roll again to go back into stealth?
If you wanted to continue stealthing. Keep in mind, it's been about 40-45 minutes of doing this.
Okay. Shit. I'll head back to the other guys, I guess.
You go inside, and actually now there are servants kind of bustling about. You are shown into the solar, the private suites with them after only a minute or so.
Do I see any way of getting up there now? Like, oh, I have to go use the bathroom, or
Well, from the grand hall, there's a number of stairwells. You're just not sure which ones go where.
Okay.
But if you do mention using a bathroom, they'll be happy to take you to a place where you can do that.
Okay. Okay.
So you're shown into the private suites, and everybody is seated in there.
I kind of walk up next to Dunkirk and say, and mutter under my breath that upstairs on the second floor, I saw into a bedroom, and it's completely messed up, and there's bloody rags all over the place.
So how are we gonna get up there? We need an excuse.
Shit.
Well, I mean, do we need an excuse? We're the guard. We need to investigate. We heard a ruckus.
Basically, what you trying to do with that gold? Oh, you're just trying to get an adventure together.
The door to the private suites open and in walks an older man, middle-aged, elvish man with a finely trimmed beard and almost barrel-like chest. He's dressed simply, but in clothing of a high quality. Through the door, you can see a goblin, the older goblin that you met before, bowing deeply and shutting the door behind him. He walks in. Is anybody sitting?
No, I'm not seated.
Excellent.
I was
Everyone's-
sitting at the window.
Everyone stands, and he gives a bit of a harumph and says, "Well, good, you showed up. Now we can get on with it, can't we?"
Sir, we know that your time is very valuable. We wouldn't
More
wanna
than
waste-
valuable, Constable, more than valuable. I'm not here to take your own questions. Were you about to flatter me, or were you going to give me some pertinent information I did not already possess?
While he's
Please.
talking, can I gag myself on a grape and throw up and
I
rush
got
myself
something
out of the
you
room
can
to go to
gag
the go to the bath?
You can give me a deception,
All right.
as you tried to mime
Oh, -2. This will be awesome.
mime needing to excuse, and yeah, that's not convincing. He looks over and he looks over at you, confused. Is it, excuse me, did you have something that you needed to say?
May I use the bathroom?
No, you may not.
Okay.
You may
Wait.
sit on the floor where
Am
you
I-
stand.
Is this Count Eagleton saying this to him?
Ingolstadt.
Ingolstadt.
I
Ingolstadt.
shit on the floor where I stand.
Oh.
God.
Shit on the floor?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, and then I wait to see how.
Hold on. I will allow a disadvantaged con save, like a DC 20, to shit on demand.
Why do you want to sit on the floor? What is wrong
Because
with
he told me
you?
to sit on the. I'm just being a dickhead. What's he gonna do? Kill me? Yes.
We'll be back tomorrow. No consequences.
So that's a miss. You strain and squints to pull off your gag. It doesn't work.
Okay, I sit down as I'm doing it, so it's kind of like.
He looks over. He says, "Which one of you's in charge?
That would be me, Lord Ingolstadt.
Get control of your damned man."
I've been trying all morning.
I'm not interested in your excuses. I'm interested in two things. The business that I've come to discuss today, and those that obey me like dogs. Get control of your damned men.
I lean over to Dunkirk and I whisper in his ear and be like, FYI, I'm not going to get called dog two times in a row, 2 days in a row, and take it the second day. So either you ask this motherfucker why we're living the same day twice, or I'm going to punch him in the goddamn jaw. So just that's it. Cards on the table. Cards on the table.
I placed
Quick,
my
good
hand
cop, bad cop.
on Tig's shoulder, and I look at the Lord Ingolstadt. And says, Lord Ingolstadt, we were sitting here because we were informed that you needed to see us. However,
I do need to see you. What I request of you
however,
is
Lord
that I need.
Ingolstadt.
No, excuse me. Excuse me. We're not going to have this conversation again. I'll tell you what I need, and when I'm speaking, you shut up.
I immediately interject, using an intimidate, and say, "We have already had this conversation. We had it yesterday. What the fuck is going on?"
Have your men leave the room, or I will have them removed.
Try.
I'll leave the room, and I'm gonna make my way up one of the. I'm just gonna grab a staircase and go
I
upstairs.
say, bet like
Okay.
kids do these days.
Tig and Pud, why don't you give me and the Lord Ingolstadt a little bit of time?
All right.
Tig, why don't you leave the room and
I
give
grab-
us a little bit of
I
time?
grab Tig and bring him with me, and I tell Tig to take one of the other staircases to try and get upstairs.
Okay, I'm gonna try to get upstairs.
And to throw him off, I'm gonna say, so your mantle, it's very nice workmanship. It looks like it's made of the same wood as this, and I pull out the wand. Do you know anything about this? It was
looks
found
over
at a
at
crime
Dunkirk.
scene.
He looks over at Dunkirk and he says, "What is this circus that you have brought into my home?"
It is
Just
the
trying-
circus you requested, Lord Ingolstadt.
That's a perfect answer.
Have your men leave the room.
Circus you request.
Okay,
Mo,
I
why
leave the
don't you,
room as well.
what- Yeah.
I see Mo coming out. I tell him to take a different staircase as well.
Okay.
We're just gonna walk upstairs.
Alright, y'all alone in the room? Did Mo step out?
Yeah, I'm out.
He looks at you and he says, "This is not how I intended this to go at all." So I'm going to explain what's going to happen next. This is intolerable. I'm going to do you the favor of letting you and your men leave. And then I will politely inform Colonel Pater Earbreeden, your boss's, I believe, boss, also a fellow aristocrat of the city, peer, your dad. I'm going to inform him of what's transpired here and what you all have, how you've conducted yourself in my home. If you are not ejected, cashiered in disgrace from the Grey Guard, I'll be surprised. The satisfaction I'll ask for, however, is not your jobs and being locked in the Ballarat for 6 months to a year. I'll ask for maybe a pound of flesh. So you can debate how I get that and who's going to give it up. In the meantime, get the hell off of my grounds.
I just smile at you. Wow, Lord Ingolstadt, you really like to talk. And I make my way toward the exit.
We've corrupted Dunkirk.
Step out. You step out, and let's see here. Putty was going to go roaming the house.
Yeah, all three of us are.
All three of you try to roam the house.
Taking different staircases. We split up.
I'm gonna slowly, like really slowly, try to head toward the exit, kind of running interference for them.
I feel like I do feel like our new channel slogan should be "This is the circus you requested." I just want to say that's like single-handedly my most favorite line that's ever been said.
As you wander the house, looking in from here to there, most of the rooms appear to be fairly mundane. However, I'm going to go ahead and sound off numbers. Tig is going to be 1, Putty is 2, Mo is 3.
Okay.
And we'll see who runs into someone first.
I'm gonna go use the bathroom while you guys do that.
So I'm first.
It is 3,
Three.
so
That's
Mo
me.
runs into someone.
Oh no.
While wandering one of the upper halls, you're not sure where you are in the house at this point, you see a man-at-arms stop, look at you, and walk up the hallway towards you.
Okay. I wave
And
to
then-
him and greet him.
He walks
Hello.
up and stops and says, "Excuse me, what are you doing here?"
Yeah, I was told to come up here to find Count Ingolstadt. Do you know where he is?
Give me a deception.
All
Looking for DC 12.
All right. Deception. Here we go. 50-50 chance. Oh, 16.
Oh yeah.
He says, "My lord would not be here in this hallway, but perhaps he is downstairs."
Oh, sorry. You'll have to forgive me. I'm from the east side. We aren't as fancy as you folk over here.
I can understand.
We get lost easy.
I'd be happy to escort you down, sir.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
It's understand. He kind of, he's crisp and stern, but he does kind of mutter almost familiarly. He says it can be a confusing house. I understand.
Okay.
All right. Next up, as most do with those, it's Tig. Tig, while you're poking your head into a room that appears to be a storage pantry up on the 3rd floor, there is a young lady that notices you and says, "Excuse me." Excuse me?
I want to noticeably flex for her and try to look as handsome, but handsome and intimidating, but intimidating in like the 50 Shades of Grey kind of intimidating that the girls are into. You know what I'm saying? And just be like, "Oh, sorry, miss, wrong room," and give her a wink.
Interesting. Give me a persuasion. Your DC's gonna be like 17.
I can't use athletics there to show off my
No.
muscles.
You really
Oh.
can't.
Oh, okay. Well,
She's not that into CrossFit.
listen, this is not CrossFit.
Tell her about your paleo diet.
She kind of frowns at you and says, "Sarah, I think you should probably get yourself downstairs."
I'm going to do the Gaston song, but with Tig instead of Gaston in the name.
She shoos you downstairs. Do you try to stop her or anything?
Yes.
Okay. She's like, "You need to leave. You're not supposed to be up here.
Why can't I be up here?
You just shouldn't. You're not a member of household. You're not a member of staff. You should not be up here. Do I need to call somebody?" She walks over to the doorway and just.
I say, who are you going to call? I'm a constable of the law.
Got somebody here sneaking around the house.
Can I muffle her voice, put my hand over her mouth, and quiet her?
Oh no.
Oh god.
Back.
Drag her into the pantry.
That doesn't change that she already did it.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Anyway, still going to do it.
After only a moment or two, you hear footsteps coming up the hallway,
Dragon.
and a man peeks his head inside. He's armored up. He says, "Excuse me, what are you doing?"
I say,
He levels a pole arm at you and says, "You need to get out now."
can I grab the pole arm out of his hands?
You can attempt to.
We're gonna lose Tig, aren't we?
You can attempt to do it. That would be a disadvantaged athletics check. Fortunately, not.
No.
So we go into a very probably brief combat.
Wait, what level are these guards, I wonder?
A lot.
Yeah, a lot higher than you might want.
They're all the levels. All the
Why
levels.
did I have my teammates with me to make me not do this?
It's too late.
That's right. It is everybody else's fault.
It's the typical Tig approach. Why is this happening to me?
All right, you ready?
Yeah, who's first?
He's gonna go first.
Okay.
So one
I didn't
moment.
try to grab it away in a threatening way. I just tried to grab it.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter, does it?
Yeah. Look, I was
I
trying.
guess
gonna-
not.
I was trying to grab it in a loving way.
He's gonna get 3 lunges.
Three?
With his spear.
Am I fucking fighting a Power Ranger? What's going on here? Okay, well, the first one is this.
First one does miss. Second one, he lunges in again.
Oh,
Still miss.
And then the third one, as he
Just dance
lunges
side to side.
no mas one more time.
Oh, he made contact.
You are stabbed for 13 piercing damage.
oof.
Yeah, well, I gotta do math in my head here. What's
can just
25
type-
minus 13?
You can just type minus 13.
minus
It's
13 is
12.
12.
Can I say, whoa, I'm
Yeah.
an officer of the law. That's why I was up here. I just didn't like the weapon being raised at me. Let's ease up, buddy. As I put my hands up in a non-threatening way for the first time in my life. Because I understand that I'm outmatched.
You actually gonna try to convince him?
Yeah.
Give me a persuasion.
God damn it. That's like the one thing I'm not good at.
That's like the everything I'm not good at.
Yeah, me too.
Oh,
Nice. He, in his turn, is going to stab you again.
Yeah, fair, fair.
Oh no.
And I'll see you guys later. I'm dead upstairs.
He puts the spear clean through your chest.
Oh.
You're at 0, and then you're going to give me. You're going to roll a d. You can throw me a death save at this point.
Okay. What is that, a D? Hang on. I
Just
think
you
I
throw a
gotta-
d20 on a 10 through 20. That's good. On a 1 through 9, that's bad.
there you
So
go.
you succeed once, which is great. On his turn, he is going to stab you while you're down there.
What a mean
because,
guy.
because you're unconscious and laying there incapacitated, he automatically hits, and it counts as a crit, which is 2 failed death saves. Your turn. Yes.
This is unfortunate.
So I'm 100% dead, right?
Not yet. You have.
You will be next time.
Give him another death save here.
If you fail this, you'll die. Also, if you succeed on his turn, he puts 1 through your neck.
Well, so I'm dead now, though.
Yeah.
Then we come to, I think Putty was sneaking about.
Can I? Does that cause enough of a commotion that I get some time to look around and see if I see bloody handprints or anything?
You hear not shit. This is all happening more or less at the same time in different places.
Oh, okay.
But however, you do see a pair of footmen coming out of a room while you're moving about the hallway. And they both stop and just look at you, not knowing quite what to say.
I kind of look at them, not knowing what to say, and keep walking past them.
You see them look over their shoulder at you and then hurry and scurry down the hallway.
I go in that room.
You peek your head into that room, and what you see is an enormous library, deeply packed with a variety of books, some open on tables.
Do I see anything that stands out as?
I will let you take an investigation to see if anything is curious.
Shit!
It seems like there's got to be something to this. There's very suspicious shit going on in here, but you just don't know what it is or where you might find it. At which point you hear a voice from behind you, a woman. Put your hands up and turn around slowly.
I put my hands up and turn around slowly.
There's an armor with a spear, and she says, "You're going to be coming out. I want you to move close, move in, closer, closer. I want you to." She backs up a little bit. She says, "I'm going to have you go down this hallway and do it slowly, or I will kill you."
I do as she says.
She kind of pokes you once or twice and prods you, down the stairs. At which point, Mo and Dunkirk are down there, and both of you see Putty hands up with a spear sharply pointed, at the small of his back, and a lady kind of ushering him out. And then over the shoulder of another man that comes through the same doorway behind them, you see Tig's body.
Shit.
I was gonna say, what is going on here?
I just go, "Ugh, I don't get any respect.
Ingolstadt steps out because it steps out, and the older goblin and a couple of men-at-arms are with him. And he looks on. He says, "What's the meaning of all this?" And the man says, "Well, I found him. He was harassing one of the women, and it looked like he was attacking her or something. But he was nefarious about it all. And then he tried to lie to me about some things. I'm afraid it came to this." He says, "I see. I understand. And this other one? I caught him snooping around the library, sir." "Ah, I see." He looks at Dunkirk and says, "Get your men, including that one, out of here. Dump it on the floor. They'll take care of it." And they drop Tig's body on the floor.
I pick Tig up over my shoulder. Push Pud.
That's a heavy boy you're picking up.
Push Pud in front of me, and we make our way to the exit.
Off you go.
And then for dumbass Tig.
Should we put him in bed? Maybe he'll be alive again tomorrow.
I cast Cure Wounds.
He's dead.
He's super dead.
He's dead. My bad.
He's dead.
I missed that part.
I search his body for climbing gear.
Then never mind.
I got some rope.
You loot his body.
We're going to. I just kind of look around. What do we do now?
Maybe we should go find Bango. Maybe he knows something.
Do you guys know where the closest store is where I can pick up some climbing gear?
Well, I listen to Tig. As I look at Tig, lifeless body, I start to have flashbacks of what led me to be in the garden to begin with, and I'm having having a hard time focusing on what's going on and deciding what to do next.
You can gain an inspiration with that little throw to your back.
Boy.
I don't gain any inspirations from my hair triggers to keep me alive.
Yeah.
Come on! I'm triggering off every time someone says something to me. Not a single inspiration.
Tig's dead body has 2 inspiration on it.
Yeah,
This game has been rigged from the start.
I tell Mo because I don't think I told Mo about the bloody rags and stuff like that.
No.
Up in the second floor.
Well, you think you can get up there with some gear and not be noticed? Because they're kind of onto us right now.
I can't make any promises that I'm not going to be noticed. They're kind of on high
Look,
level.
I've already lost one of my friends.
Also, keep in mind, if they killed me, they will definitely kill you.
Yeah.
As they're discussing what they should do, I kind of still in kind of a daze, trying to come to terms with what's happened and reconciling my past. I just kind of have a moment of clarity. And I lay Tig's body on the street in front of me. I stand up and say, "Don't worry, I'll run interference."
I think you guys should just go to bed and see what happens tomorrow.
Yeah.
I look over at Tig and say, just under my breath, I just go, maybe we should just light this shit on fire.
This shit on fire.
I kind of wiping my eyes, crying, just eating a loaf of bread that I pulled from my pack. I don't even care that it's like 7 days old and hard as a rock. I just can't deal with the loss of my friend. I mean, he was a handful, and he was usually an asshole to me, but I'm sad.
But he was our asshole.
He was our asshole. That's right. And
he was our assholes.
I saved you guys' lives a couple of times.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, usually you were the cause of us almost losing our lives, but
Do we?
So what do we do from here?
I have an idea.
Oh.
I think we find the other Tig, and we gotta make him believe that there is a big score to be had here by trying to making a big ruckus. Like there's something very, very illegal going on at Count Ingolstadt's manor, and that he could really be in line for a promotion if he were the one to make the bust.
Tell him Ingolstadt doesn't know that it's going on.
I think we need to hunt down.
Or
Bingo.
Ingolstadt's complicit. That would be good too.
He seems to know what's going on. I think we need to hunt down Bango and talk to him. Again.
Yeah, let's try that first, and then
Sure.
if we don't get anything from Bango, then we'll just throw caution to the wind.
Okay.
All right. So what are you doing with the body?
Where is Bango? Is he still in?
He's in wet
Uh,
side.
He is.
Wet
He
side,
is.
right?
He is in Greywisle.
Oh, Greywisle. I'm sorry.
Greywisle. What do we do with it?
Well, I'll say this much: the regulators are in Greywisle. You have no idea where he would be, but
Right.
that's likely.
I say we leave Tig's body at one of the barracks.
Well, if it's a repeat day, yeah. If it's a repeat day, maybe he's still at the same gambling institution we went to last time.
Was that the Stacks?
Yes.
Yeah, that was over in the stacks. That was later on in.
Yeah, this is
Early
still
evening.
morning unless he spent
Yeah.
all day there.
Yeah, it's a little bit after 12th bell. It's a little bit after noon.
It didn't take long.
We
for
could-
Tig
we
to
could-
die.
We could put Tig. We could have him take watch. Just kind of post him up.
Weekend at Bernie's my ass. If you guys wanna do it.
I say we just leave him leave him quietly at one of the barracks and
Yeah.
and move on.
Like he's sleeping, taking a nap.
So you're going to take him to. You
The
take him to the
barracks.
western, or are you going to take him home?
I
We'll
think
take
we
him
should,
to the closest one.
we should take him and report his death. That he
Go
was
all the way back?
murdered.
It's by Count Ingolstadt's men.
Yeah. Plus, we already know there is a spot that is place at the docks, the warehouse that we didn't check
Yeah,
out
that's
yesterday.
true. We don't want to fight with the regulators again. I think that's a good idea.
All right. So where to?
And plus, we got
the
this
east-
wand.
the
Maybe
eastern
we can
barracks.
find someone who would know something about this wand.
That's a good idea.
Are there any wand makers around that? I have an
As general, one, is anybody proficient in arcane? I don't think anyone is.
No. We are city guards.
So y'all have no great insider knowledge about who knows what about stuff. However, there is one city institution where magic shit is studied. More or less everyone knows that. It's the Skolum. It's in Potters, and it's on the way.
Okay, we should swing by there and
I
see
wish
what they can make up.
I wish Tig wasn't dead. Then we could go talk to Harry, his contact sorcerer. That would be nice.
Mhm.
Anyway, back to the Eastern Barracks
Well, we're
All right.
going to Potter's first.
with his dead body.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's on the way. Why not?
Okay.
We can
The
just put him in a
skull
barrel.
is easy to find. Everyone knows where to find it. It's a 40-foot tall, 40-foot wide, 40-foot deep building, seated on an open lot in Potters. It is almost without seam and made out of a pale white stone. There is a doorway on one side of it, and there is no gate. There is no stablery. It's just this stark whitish box in the middle of nothing.
All right, let's go knock on the door.
You knock. Nobody answers or anything.
Is it locked?
No, it does not appear to be locked.
Oh, well, let's invite ourselves in.
Yeah, open the door.
Work our way in.
In sharp contrast to the exterior, in sort of this off-white color and stone, the interior is very dark. There are no windows. The whole place is lit by a handful of candles, and as you look upward, give me a wisdom save.
Okay.
Everybody, or just him?
Everybody.
I
Okay.
just want you guys to know that I died because I failed at flirting with somebody.
Yeah, that sounds true. Sounds true to life as far as I can tell.
No, that's oversimplifying.
There we go.
But the flirting didn't help. Okay, so it appears to be the case. Dunkirk gets nauseated. You're essentially poisoned for the conditions of this scene.
Okay.
As you all look upward, and rather than there being a few floors of balcony, there appear to be dozens upon dozens of stories going upward into the darkness. Lights moving around a curtain of balconies around and around up there.
I'm gonna shout out, please, somebody help! Our friend's been hurt!
I hear you just fine. And over to your left, sort of walking out of the darkness with a lantern in hand, there is a wizened and pockmarked clawed hand holding it. The rest is shrouded in a hood and robes. Speaking with a gravelly voice, it's disconcerting.
Our friend's
Well, did you need something or what?
Yes, first off, our friend here. I know you're special with the magic ways. I'm just a humble guard, but can you help him? And I gesture to the corpse.
I wouldn't do anything so terrible as try to bring him back.
Oh.
Why not?
Necromancy is illegal. I would expect you to know something of that, Constable. Or was this a test?
Ah,
It wasn't.
I count my money and I go, how illegal?
And he or she seems somewhat offended and says, no trap for me there.
Okay.
Did you have business here? Did you wish to do some studies? Some of your kind does do that.
What can you tell me about this? And I hold out the wand.
I see. Maybe something. If you could leave it with us, we could probably look into it and tell you some things about it.
How long
How
will
long
that
will it
take?
take?
I don't know. I could probably get this back to you by messenger tomorrow.
We don't have that kind of time.
Yeah, we really need it today.
Well, I could do with something myself.
What if we got some
Let us make a trade.
Okay.
Yes, let's make a trade. I will learn about this and tell you what I can within the day. Perhaps only a few hours. But I'll need something precious from one of you.
Like our friend?
Give him my kidneys. Give him my kidneys.
A clawed hand comes out and gently strokes the iron ladle that Mo carries.
Oh.
Oh shit, boys! He's asking for more than you can give.
You can have our friend's body, but not the ladle.
What
No,
if
we'll get you a new ladle.
But it's not the same. I mean,
We'll get you a better
need it.
ladle.
for today, can I give it? Can I agree to give it to you tomorrow?
No.
Oh.
No, you'll get your ladle back tomorrow.
I place a hand on Mo's shoulder and I say, Mo, think of Tig.
But why don't you give him your stupid sword that you like so much?
If he wants my sword, he can have it.
Isn't that your obsessive thing that you love?
It's
A
my
ladle, and I
Your
shall
stupid shield
find
that you
out
love so
whence
much.
this came from. Otherwise, you're wasting my time and yours, constables.
Mo, we need it.
Tig died for
You
this.
don't
though.
understand. This is my mom's. She gave it to me.
You're-
It's been in my family
you're
for
getting-
generations.
You're
You
getting
go,
it back one way or another, either today or tomorrow. When we wake up, it'll be in your hands.
You promise?
I promise.
Oh, that's not a promise. Okay.
Fuck you, shut up.
We are friends, and we've been. Okay, and I hesitantly hand it out to him.
He
In his
reaches
cloak.
down, takes it from you.
I jerk it for a second away from him, and then I give in and hand it to him. And it feels like just
Sort
a
of
piece of my
Weighs it
body
in
has
his
been taken
weighs
from
it
me.
in his hand for only a moment, and then throws it just kind of dismissively over his shoulder. At which point it takes off and flies upwards into the darkness.
I do my best to try and hold a straight face, but the tears
The
are
hand
coming.
reaches out for the wand.
I give him the wand.
Where should I send word?
I'm
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I'll stay here with him until he figures it out.
No, you will not. Where should I send word when we are done?
How long will it take you?
I don't imagine more than a couple of hours.
Should we? We're gonna end up at the stacks talking to.
Well, if it's only going to take a couple hours, send it to the Eastern Barracks, and that's where we'll be.
We'll do that
Yeah,
then.
good idea.
Oh,
Thank you, constables.
Thank you.
You guys step out.
I
Yeah.
sullenly
Yeah.
follow them.
I give Mo my short sword in the meantime.
Okay.
I
It feels so
I-
tiny and sad.
I put my arm around Mo. I say, Mo, I know that was hard for you. So let's take Tig back, and then afterwards, I'll take you for some lunch.
Cheers, Mo, and drink out of my my wineskin and offer him some of my precious wine.
When Dunkirk offers me, I go, only one lunch?
As many lunches as you want, buddy.
You guys get back to the Eastern. And as you carry Tig's body, people start dropping everything. Inspector Schwips is there, fawning over and says, "What happened? What happened?"
I look very seriously, and I just say, Count Englishot's men murdered him in cold blood.
Son of a bitch. She beckons some constables to help over. They take Tig from you. So this is a day of mourning. That's what this is. I know Laz is going to want that. We'll assemble everybody we can. We'll send them off right.
What are we gonna do about Count Englishot?
You'll get what's coming to him.
I say when we were leaving the office earlier, I couldn't help but overhear your conversation with Laz about the worry about Count Ingolstadt. I think maybe we should know what's going on here.
I'll leave that to Laz to discuss. It's not my place, Constable.
There were
Understood.
bloody rags on the second floor of that building.
I'm sure he'll want to know that when comes time. Let's deal with what's in front of us first.
Okay.
Ingolstadt's not going anywhere, and if his people did this, we have recourse. Sure enough,
Yep.
she says, "I want you all to go in there, calm down, have a seat. Just relax for a bit."
That's. I silently walk past them into the barracks.
You guys go inside, and sure enough, by the time you guys step inside, the rumor's already flying and getting throughout the building. People are talking back and forth about Tig died, and who killed him and what happened. Some of the stories seem to be getting it wrong from the game of telephone that's moving very quickly. But mostly the major details are right. You guys went to investigate something, and then some high-town son of a bitch had his guards kill him. And there's various responses. Some of the more noble-born constables seem to believe there must have been something that went wrong. And many of the lower-born ones seem to be pretty sure that this is just how you get treated by those kinds, man.
It's definitely the second one.
Yeah, I wanted to push that second narrative.
In walks Tig Balchek, senior constable, with his gaggle of constables. And he looks around, and he looks mad, and he looks over at Dunkirk, walks up with his gaggle of entourage, says, "What the hell happened?"
Englishot's men murdered Tig in cold blood while we were investigating.
Okay. I see how this is. Okay, I think they're going to go do their thing here in the next few minutes, and I'm sure you got to be there for that, but I got this. We got this. You come on, guys. We got this. And they start marching out.
Should we tell them there's something to look for on the second floor just to get them?
Go ahead. You can tell whatever you want.
Say, Tig, just so you know, we saw.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Right, then don't look on the second floor for those bloody rags.
He stalks off. By the time he gets out, past the gravel, past the barracks themselves, he's got maybe about 12, 13 constables with him. Everybody kind of blood hot and marching their way over. Inspector Schwipp seems to take a moment to try to stop him and talk to him, but he kind of pushes past, and she shouts something back over at him, but you can't make out what. Angrily, she comes stalking back, and she declares for everybody else still standing here, there is no one that leaves this barracks until you have my say-so, or you're done. Laz wants to have a quick ceremony about this, wants to talk to all of you. Everyone stays the fuck put.
What is there to talk about?
Mo is kind of having a reckoning right now. He's lost his family heirloom ladle. His family's been murdered. The whole reason he joined this was to protect people, and he can't even do that right. And he's thinking, fuck this. And I just start storming out to go to Hightown.
She puts herself in your way. She says, what did I say? Constable Mo, what did I say? I said, you stay the hell put.
I kind of mutter under my breath, and I just say, not today.
As you move past, give me an athletics or acrobatics check.
Okay. Athletics to shove her out of the way, I assume?
Oh no, we're past that part.
Oh, okay.
You were already moving past.
Boom! And I goes, not today! And I roll
Mo manages to avoid being sort of held in place by her, kind of shrugging past her, at which point she looks at Dunkirk almost mournfully.
I follow Mo out.
And issues the order, take them down. At which point, several constables come up from the sides, not really surrounding you all, but definitely filling the yard a bit. And she shouts after you both, you're not going anywhere. That's not how we do things. Don't make me do it.
I get up and try to stop them from going. I say, guys, we just lost our dude. Don't let it fuck everything else up. We need to make it worth something. We can't have him die for no reason.
From the Ghost of Shadows, you hear, do it.
Tig would have wanted us to recklessly murder everything.
I place my hand on Mo's shoulder and kind of try to nudge him back toward the barracks.
I just turn to him, and tears are streaming down my face at this point, and I say, what are we even doing here? And I fall down to my knees and just start weeping.
You guys are ushered back inside and kept a watchful eye after. Inspector Schwips has some other constables just kind of keeping a not rude, but obviously attentive view on all of you. Gossip and rumoring about is you and another 30 or so constables are sitting in this room, waiting. Gossip is kind of flitting about the room. Balchek's gone off the deep end. He's going to go murder people. He may despise all of you, but, it's Greyguard first. Everyone else second. You may be dickholes, but you're fellow dickholes.
That's how we
Dickholes.
What are we, the shitheads?
Schweppes gets back up in front of everybody and says, Senior Inspector Laz, he's gone off to have some conversations with some very important people. I want you all to understand, we cannot retaliate how you want to retaliate. That's not how this works. These are people of peerage, of privilege. We can't just kick in doors and tell them what to do. It's not how this city operates. They could have any one of us thrown up in stocks. They could have any of us thrown away in jail with the wrong word or the wrong action. We're not going to start a war on his estate. We don't know. I don't think we could take his estate, to be perfectly honest. Maybe if everybody in the Western joined us, we could mount an offensive. That's not what we're designed for. He's got seasoned veteran war boys in his house.
War boys.
We can't handle it that way. This is going to get handled with diplomacy, even if you damn well hate it, Dunkirk.
Oh, I damn well hate it, but you're right.
Laz said that we were going to lay Tig out, and we're going to set him on fire, the way he would have wanted to go out. And all of us are to, we flew the flag at half-mast. We're all to go through a remembrance this afternoon. Everyone will be in attendance, and we will all pay our respects. That's just what we do.
I stay silent for a while, then I ask, has there been a messenger looking for me? Or,
No, but if somebody shows up, I'll interrupt whatever you're doing. I'll let you know. It's okay.
alright.
You guys walk out. Everybody files out into the cool, wintry air. There's Tig's body laying out on a crudely built, pallet, wood and ramshackle hay, tinderbox platform. There's no great ceremony to it. Everyone just kind of assembles around, lights it on fire. One of them, Strips, looks over at Dunkirk and says, "You're the closest thing to a priest around here. You want to say anything?"
I said yes. I positioned myself in front of the group and said, Tig was a stubborn son of a bitch. He liked nothing more than to fight, drink, and fight again. But he also loved justice. And justice will be had for Tig. And I raise my sword up in the sky and say, "For Tig!"
Fucking A, right for Tig. Yeah, everyone in the crowd goes, softly. There's a gristled-looking half-elf over in the corner. One eye scarred down his cheek, just starts doing like, "It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday." All softly and Motown-like. Everyone gets very moved by it. Whether that was or wasn't Tig's favorite song, everyone thinks that's Tig's favorite song.
Favorite song.
When you raise your sword up and everyone cheers,
My favorite
participate.
song is "Tiny Dancers" by the great Skelton John.
You're dead. You can't talk.
I'm still
Sorry, I'm dead.
pissed. You raise your thing up and I'm just like, fucking idiots. None of this matters. We're nothing. And I just kind of storm off.
And I'm gonna follow. I follow Mo off.
I'll go with him.
You guys stalk off a little bit, still waiting around for your courier to get there.
I go through most of the snacks in my bag.
You get the equivalent of a short rest, so regain stuff.
Okay. I'm going to use 2 of my hit die.
One of mine. Actually, I'm gonna use 2.
There we go. All right. And Pud, I lean over to you and I'm like, "Can I have some of that? Of your wine thing?" And you know that I don't drink really that often. I'm like, "Give me some."
I take a big pull and I say, "This seems to help me. It's the only thing I can depend on sometimes," and I give it to him.
I take an even bigger pull and grimace and then manage to keep it down, hopefully.
I say, as soon as the messenger's back with the results from the wand, we're getting the hell out of here.
I pat Mo on the back and tell him, "We're gonna get that ladle back, Mo."
And I just brush his hand off as he pats my back and I take another pull.
Yep. That's all.
Yep.
Cool. Right.
All right. A courier does show up.
Ooh.
And Schrips leads him in. It's a youngish boy wearing a deep maroon hooded robe. "I was sent to find a man of the ladle."
I point toward Mo.
I stand up and look at him.
I have this, and he holds out a parchment and folded.
I open it up and read it.
There you go. Inside, the wand itself is not in there, but scrawled across the page is an explanation of what it is. Mo sits there and reads through it with some dedication.
Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna read it out loud to these guys.
Do it.
Looks like it's the royal seal of a mythical figure, Lady of Mire, of some archfey. They're like gods, but creatures locked out of this world, often using cults or cultists to exert their world in it. They fought wars in the earliest times against the gods and lost, being banished after. It's an arcane focus and a legendary wand. You don't know how it works. It wasn't designed for mortal minds to understand. And I'm guessing he kept the wand.
So really, he gave us nothing.
Well, no, he said it's from Archfey, the Lady of Mire, and they exert their power through cults or cultists. So we know, typically, probably the person who had this wand is involved with some sort of cult.
So maybe the guy with the horses.
Mm-hmm.
That's who we need to find.
Okay. Well,
I know. I know the saying is, "Don't shoot the messenger," and I pull out my bow and arrow and I go, "But where's the ladle?"
no, they didn't say we'd get it back. I
Yeah.
gave it up for good for the information.
Oh, really? I thought it was in holding.
No.
Oh,
No,
okay.
that
I gave it up. Why do you
payment.
think I'm so salty and like weeping on
All right.
a dime?
You guys hear horns. You hear horns outside blaring, and what sounds like arguments.
I go check it out.
Yeah.
Dunkirk, you walk out and you'd be the one to immediately recognize it. To everyone else, it looks like there's a whole bunch of armed figures standing in the courtyard. There may be 30 or so constables here, but there's about 50 or so armored figures aside from them, kind of surrounding them a little bit, while Tig's body burns in the corner.
Oh my god.
Smolders in the corner. Dunkirk, you recognize these are soldiers.
Do I recognize
Soldiers. They are soldiers. They are soldiers of the First Company.
Oh, so my people.
Oh yeah.
I position myself at the head of the group and I ask, what's going on here?
One of them, the captain that appears to be in charge, he puts his weapon up for a second, steps out from the line of soldiers, walks right up to you respectfully. Says, there's been an enormous disturbance. We have been called upon to lay down some special powers from the Marquis to lay down some martial law. Unfortunately, the Greyguard are implicated out of this barracks.
Implicated in what?
There's been an attack made, apparently, on members of the High Table. The words coup are being thrown around. I don't concern myself with that. Our orders are to secure this barracks so nobody leaves or comes.
Do I recognize this captain? Do I know him from my service?
You may roll a history check.
Oh, that's not good.
You are not familiar with this particular guy.
Okay.
But he seems polite and fairly serious. He is there. The Eastern District barracks are under lockdown because the Greyguard attacked a high noble.
The Greyguard, a Greyguard constable was the one that was murdered in cold blood by.
He puts his hand up. He says, "Sir, I don't have an opinion on that. Our orders are to lock down this facility. If anybody tries to leave, if anybody tries to finagle their way out, we are ordered to kill them on sight."
Listen, I served for 25 years in the army, and I have some.
You
and I
know
have-
what orders are.
I do know what orders are, and I know what's important. And my men and I have somewhere we need to be.
You're not going anywhere.
I turn back toward Mo and Tig, or Mo and I always forget your name, Sean.
Putty.
Pud, toward Mo and Pud, and I say we have to. And I tell them, I kind of whisper to them so that the army can hear. I say we have to figure out how to get out of here.
I put my hand on your shoulder, there, Dunkirk, and I say, "Look, there's no use fighting it. We're all gonna be here for a while. Why don't I just make us all something to eat?"
The captain in charge of this detachment orders his men and women to spread out, secure the facilities. They do so. Various soldiers coming and going with respect to where you guys are standing are make it clear that all constables are ordered to be in the barracks, the sleeping area, where you'll be garrisoned for now.
Okay. So I go up to the guard and I'm like, I don't know if you've heard of me, but I'm a pretty well-known cook in these parts. Can I make you something?
I think we probably are going to later on probably need food made. So I'll keep your name in mind. We'll come and find you out of the garrison barracks.
I'll whip up something right now. Can't have you on an empty stomach.
There is no wandering about the compound at all, sir.
I mean, I'm sure you guys could just take me there and stand outside. I mean, I'm just gonna be cooking.
That is not going to happen. Those are not our orders.
Well then. Okay, we'll just wait.
You all get filed in there, you and the other constables, into the barracks. You're relieved of your weaponry, unless you really make a stink about it. Most people don't.
Nope.
Nope.
In which case, they don't really fight you on that. They don't really have explicit orders about that. But out of the 30 of you in the barracks right now, you are the only ones with weapon. Yeah, aside from the occasional knife here and there. Several soldiers stand outside. Eventually, Schwips and Laz are also kind of pushed into the barracks. And they kind of have a seat. Laz looks over at all of you and kind of shakes his head and sits on a cot, puts his head in his hands, and...
So much for that retirement. I go and sit next to Inspector Laz.
He looks over at you.
We didn't cause this, sir.
No, Tig caused this.
Tig was doing his job.
Tig
No,
was
he
doing a good
wasn't.
job.
No, he wasn't. You don't take a small army of constables off duty when they're told not to, and go storm the gates and try to kill half the people in the damn house. That's not how you would do business. That's not how all this stuff is done. Damn that Belichick.
That wasn't
shit.
Tig's doing, sir. That came after.
No,
Tig.
he's say that's what Tig just did. The other Tig.
Oh, that Tig. My bad.
Oh.
I just went. I'm getting the wrong Tig, sir. I apologize.
Holy crap.
Man, that
It's,
Maybe
Tig alive.
other Tig, even though he gives us a hard time, he's not so bad.
Bad enough. They're calling it a coup.
So that's what's going on. So where are they now, sir?
I don't know. I heard that some of them fought their way out. It was a massacre. I don't know where the rest of them are. But they're not letting us anywhere near just in case we're part of this whole conspiracy. So we better settle in for a long night.
I walk away back to Mo and Pud, and I say, we need to cross our fingers and hope that when we wake up in the morning, we'll get another shot at this. But I don't think there's anything else we can do tonight.
I offer up the suggestion. Do you think if we get killed, we're going to wake up tomorrow morning?
Are there any?
There's only one way to find out.
Are there any like hemlock trees or anything like that on the grounds?
I look at Mo
Not
and
in
I
the
go,
garrison.
"Hey Mo, you want to get that ladle back?"
It's the only thing I want back right now. That and my friend.
I look at Dunkirk and I say, "Do we try to force our way out of this place?"
I'm trying to reconcile whether it's for the greater good or not.
We're not getting out of this place.
No, I
Let's
don't
just
think we
hold
are.
tight until.
I think we
until-
should just try to go to bed.
All right.
Wait, isn't
Well,
it like
evening-
noon?
Food, well, it's later, much later in the afternoon now.
Okay.
Food is provided. Everyone is stuck here in the barracks. Eventually people start, gambling or reading or, going to sleep. And as the evening wears on, presumably you all do too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right. You all go to sleep.
All right.
At which point, the morning is chilly and winter is overdue in Greyghast.
Okay.
The summer's been long, giving way to a yet longer fall, and the chill hasn't yet left the air. In the Eastern District, it's been a day after day of exhausting work. Dunkirk rises with the 5th bell as the grand bell chimes on top of the Ballarat. In the same bed that you woke up in this morning.
Oh my god.
Dun, dun.
I need Mo and Putty to give me wisdom saves. DC 15.
Am I still
Okay.
dead? Question mark, question mark.
Just Putty and Mo.
Oh, no, I'm still dead.
Thank God I didn't talk us all into dying.
That's the only
2.
reason I was okay with this.
That's 2. Dunkirk, what do you do?
I look up and look around, and I look over at Tig's bunk and see if he's there.
No, but you see Ben Carlo sleeping a little bit. Waking up just now.
I curse under my breath. I put on my armor as fast as I can, and I run to the inn.
You run to the inn over at the Gin in the Air tonight. Breakfast is just getting started. A porridge is being stirred up over the fire. Innkeeper looks over at you. Yes, Constable?
Without stopping, I run upstairs and run to the room that Tig was sleeping in before.
You bust in the door, and there is Tig sprawled out, just balls to the ceiling, snoring.
Oh yeah, he's back.
I jump. I lift him up like with my arm and just give him a huge hug.
Tig wakes up in a bear hug, half naked, in a chilly morning.
I look at Dunkirk and go, sorry, sir. That is not my maul that you're feeling right now. And how much do I know? Question. Or do I need to take like a...
Everything went dark when you died.
So I look at Dunkirk and I go, hey, look, no consequences, just like I said. And I count my fist against my hand.
I drop him back onto the floor as hard as I can. And I wake the other two up.
I also look at Dunkirk and I give him like a little knowingly silence, like, I knew you liked me.
The
I knew you
second
liked me.
I get up, I immediately go through my bag to see if my ladle's in there.
You go back through your bag, and your ladle is in there.
Oh, and I hold it and I kiss it and I lick it. And it's the most beautiful thing ever. Well, it's got good seasoning on it from all the cooking. Okay, cool.
All the blood.
So, I've been hardened from yesterday. I say we.
Sounds like Tig has too.
I say we say screw getting to our where we at? Our inspection. We need to beat Equestrius to her spot.
We need to beat Equestrius? That's the most pressing issue on your mind
No,
right now?
because that's our
You're
lead.
right.
We know we need to get there before Equestrius strikes, and then maybe we can get the jump on him or her or whoever it is, and get a hold of them before they wreak havoc, and then we can question them, and then from there, let's just try and break into that room where all the blood is. Let's not even check in with anybody.
I like that idea.
I stand up and I look at Mo disapprovingly, like missing 6 bell is going to, it's against what we stand for. And then something flashed across my face and said, "Well, let's get to the square."
It's like, worst case scenario, we just go back to bed, boss.
And I think that's a good place to call it.
I agree. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
That was
epic.
man. I know what to do. I think maybe it'll probably go all horrible, and there will be civil war tomorrow too.
Let's see how fucked up we can make this town in one day.
How
much we can ruin it.
In this particular adventure arc, there are only a few triggers for, all in all, martial law being declared. Unfortunately, y'all triggered one of them.
I think it was awesome.
Oh, man. That was good. Yeah, that was. I was like, man, he's not shy about killing characters.
I didn't think. I was fairly confident that I would be back as soon as you guys went to bed.
Oh man.
I was like, that's.
I was real happy when he was.
You weren't when he didn't have you roll a wisdom.
I thought that was so good. I was like, somebody finally killed Jake. Maybe I won.
Somebody finally actually killed him. Managed to make him not come back.
All right, cool. Well, that's where we'll call it tonight. Thanks everyone for hanging out. This is
Yeah, that was fun.
this is really fun. We'll be back next Monday. Good for everybody? Is that good for you?
Yep.
All right,
Good
cool.
for me.
And it sounds like we might be coming to an end, so you don't want to miss next time. But we will see you all later. I think we're going to stream something tomorrow. I don't know what. Jake and I are going to be back with more Scared Boys Thursday. I think we're
I'm
gonna
streaming Wednesday too. I just don't know what I'm streaming yet.
Ooh, and oh man, we got a full week. We got a full docket. I know Jake and I are probably going to do the DLC for Resident Evil, so that'll be fun. But all right, cool. Well, have a good night, everyone. We love you. Hugs and kisses. Bye bye.
Yeah.
See ya. Oh, and don't forget to real quick. Don't forget to pick up a copy of this.
Oh, there we go. Shameless plug.
Pick up 5 or 7. 32's a good one. All right, sounds good.
They make a great stocking stuffer all
Yeah,
year
great.
round.
Yeah, all year round. Put them in your
Valentine's
socks.
Day stockings.
Yep. All right, cool. We'll see you guys later. Have a good night. We love you.
Deuces, holla.
Peace.
See you guys.
Yeah.